What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another super exciting day of chaos goodness.
It is Chaos Day.
We're here with Mr. Mann and me, and we're going to break down every single thing about chaos today.
Yeah, this is like a really big information dump. I did a little scan of the article, and I really didn't know that Chaos Space Marine had so many detachments.
Yeah, dude.
There's so many detachments.
We got a lot of rules today. A lot of rules in Warhammer. We got rules for Chaos Space Marines, World Eaters, Death Guard, Thousand Sons, Emperor's Children, and Chaos Knights, and Demons. My favorite army.
I was like, you almost forgot the most important one.
Save the best for last. Save the best for last. So we're gonna break down all these wonderful live stream goodnesses, detachments, and all that, and get into it.
Yeah, let's get right down. So the very first one we're going to get into is Chaos Space Marines. This is going to be the meatiest kind of section of them all. Now, before we open the faction pack, let's just take a look at just what dispositions and new things we have here, right? So just going down the list, we have the three new detachments, right? So that's going to be Cabal of Chaos, Devotees of Destruction, and Murder Talon Raiders. Those are going to be the three 1DP detachments.
And you can see they give Disruption, Priority Assets, and Purge the Foe. So you can pretty much take any 2DP detachment you want, as we'll get to, and just switch its disposition.
Yeah, that's going to be really nice for these armies that have 5 billion detachments, is that means you can access generally
almost any of them.
Like just whatever you want. So Cabal is Disruption, Devotees is Priority, Murder Talon's Purge, Chaos Cults Priority. That's kind of a weird selection for Chaos Cults, I would think. You think that would be Recon at the end of the day, but
yeah, because Chaos Space Marines really has extremely limited access to Recon. It just is Renegade Raiders. So yeah, I do think it would be better suited as a Recon army, but that's not a legal combination.
Creations of Bile at Purge the Foe. That sounds
right.
And it's 3 detachment points, actually. I'm glad we didn't accidentally break Creations of Bile and be like
it's not trying to do anything else, Michael. I think you could make a nasty take and hold army out of it, but this is what it's made for.
Yeah, it's okay. I think you just can slam 30 possessed to be like, you can't kill my army, and here's Huron, and
30 possessed, 30 chosen.
Is that an army?
You still have points left, Michael.
That's kind of scary. Next, we have Cult of the Archivane. Is that the weird demon forged detachment?
There's 2 demon engine detachments. This is the more modern one that buffs like all your vehicles, makes them demon engines. This is probably the better of the 2.
Okay, got it. It's Priority. It's probably kind of tough for a vehicle-based army. Definitely
it's 2DP, so it's Priority or it's Purge or it's just.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you can just get whatever you want it to be.
Assets, which means it's probably demon engines and Purge.
Deceptors is Disruption. That makes sense. Dread Talons is the better version and is still Disruption. So
Dread Talons is not the better version. It's the worst version of a different one.
I'm thinking of Nightmare
Deceptors
Hunt.
is Alpha Legion with the infiltrating cultists, and that one's pretty trash also.
Fellhammer Siege Host taken hold. Is that actually good?
I think this is a sleeper. Yeah. Fellhammer is a detachment you have not seen at all in 10th edition. Rightfully so, because it was competing with the likes of Packbound and whatever. But Fellhammer gives you a lot of things, and it got a lot better in 11th with the core rules changes, like cover and -1 to wound and feel no pain, and then -2 to charge stress. There's a lot of good things I liked about it.
Okay, cool.
And as 2DP, excited.
Huron's Marauders is Disruption and 3DP. That's not bad. I actually think Disruption kind of lines up a little bit with what Huron's Marauders is trying to do. I'm also glad Huron's Marauders is only a 3DP because that's actually a very strong detachment.
Yeah, I think if that was 2, it would have been too powerful.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Next, we have Nightmare Hunt, Disruption 2DP.
This is the better of the 2 Battle Shock detachments.
Got it. Okay, got it.
And I thank God it's only 2DP, but unfortunately, I don't know that it's going to go with the new Murder Talon.
Oh, I think they previewed it has like Nightmare keyword.
Yeah.
And we're imagining Nightmare Hunt has the Nightmare keyword, right?
So I don't think that's going to be a combo, and that's where you'd want it to be. So we'll see where this can fit.
Packbound Zealots is Priority and 3DP.
This, I think, is a bit of a nerf. Like, obviously, Packbound was going to be 3DP. It's one of our best attachments. But making it Priority is, like, not what it wants to do. Priority is all about doing some actions and a little bit of everything. And Packbound's very interested in murder.
Yeah. I think that is going to be a little bit of the death knell of Packbound, which I don't think anyone will be too sad about. So Renegade Raiders is going to be Recon and 3DP. I actually even think that's still good.
As our only Recon, it's very interesting because it's also one of our most mobile detachments, so it makes sense. But I don't really think I want to play CSM as a Recon army. But Renegade Raiders is a good detachment, so if you want to play your CSM like that, I think it's a cool way to do it.
Yeah, I think that's actually a little bit interesting. Soul Forged Warp Pack, Purge the Foe.
I like that. That's the other of the 2 Demon Engine detachments, and it starts out as Purge the Foe, which is excellent.
Cool. Then we have Veterans of the Long War. So Gladius CSM, take and hold 2
Another
DP.
sleeper. This one is very
I was
good.
gonna say that actually seems very strong.
This is very good army rating. And it's only 2, so you could switch it up if you want, or just support it with like Murder Talon Raiders.
I think that's quite cool. And then last but not least, the Warp Strike Champions, Disruption, and 2 DP. Is that the Mutilator, Obliterator?
This is Deep Strikey, Mutilators, and Obliterators. And they've nerfed up down, so you can't up down on turn 1. So this is just not good.
I don't think it's doing anything.
This is why give us so many attachments if some of them are just never played? I don't know, but I'm not upset about it.
Yeah, so let's get into the actual CSM faction pack now. So give me 2 seconds to get that one open. Oh, I clicked Chaos Knights. Oh God.
Oh my
I
God.
clicked Chaos Demons that time.
It's
we're at Chaos Space, but there's a lot of Chaos factions. All right, so we are now here. So we're at the Cabal of Chaos. We actually have the full 1 DP detachments now, so we can actually take a look at them.
This was a full detachment that you just never saw before.
Yeah, so we have the Empiric Wellspring. We've seen this rule before, but to remind ourselves, it's the in your shooting phase when a friendly Heretic Astartes Psyker unit, excluding demon units, is selected to shoot. If that unit makes a Dark Pack, that unit's range attacks have +1 strength.
Okay, that is not very powerful.
In the fight phase, when a friendly Heretic Astartes Demon Prince, excluding Khorne units, is selected to fight, if that unit makes a Dark Pack, this unit's melee attacks have +2 strength, +1 AP. That is a fine rule, but they notably excluded Khorne.
Yeah. Khorne's not a psyker, you see. Now, I will say there's like hidden value to sorcerers, because sorcerers give -1 to hit to your unit, which of course stacks with cover for -1 ballistic skill, -2 to hit. So you might want to take sorcerers, and then maybe you want to buff your sorcerers. But this is a very mediocre buff.
Is that the baseline Heretic Astartes like sorcerer?
Yeah.
It's not the Terminator sorcerer?
That's the basic guy that's going to join your Legionnaires or your Chosen, but then somebody else is not joining your Legionnaires or your Chosen, so that's usually where the idea dies. But it's cool.
Yeah. So enhancements, we got Touched by the Warp. Heretic Astartes model only, once again excluding Khorne. It becomes a Psyker, and its weapons gain Psychic.
Okay, make your Chaos Lord Psychic. That's useful here in this detachment.
Heretic Astartes Demon model, excluding Khorne models. This model's melee attacks have Lance. I'm guessing you put this on a Demon Prince.
Yeah.
It's like
you could also put it on your Disco Lord. This is helpful. Your Disco Lord already has Lance, though, on his big weapon. So
I think this is just like a good Demon Prince. That's actually a good enhancement.
It's fine.
The rest of the detachment's not very good, but that's actually a good enhancement.
I mean, when you're giving your DM Prince +2 strength, +1 AP, and Lance, he suddenly goes from wounding rhinos on 5s to wounding rhinos on 2s.
Yeah, it's good. For the first strat, we have Infernal Vigor, 1 CP. Your command phase, 1 friendly Heretic Astartes Psyker / Demon unit, excluding Khorne units, heals D3 +1 wounds. Heal in general is a stronger rule now.
Right.
So we can get models back out of this, which makes any sort of just heal strat generically
Happy
better.
with heal.
Yeah.
Happy to see a heal.
That's good. Next up, we have 1 CP Fleshy Curse, start of your shooting phase. 1 friendly Heretic Astartes Psyker unit. Select 1 visible enemy unit within 12 inches of your unit. Roll a d6. On a 1, they take 1 mortal wound. On a 2 through 4, they take d3. On a 5 through 6, they take 2 d3 mortal wounds. These mortal wounds are a psychic attack.
Okay. This is actually a very useful strat. CSM has like a very limited way of doing mortals to you, but it's kind of starting to add up. The Huron Masters of the Maelstrom unit can do mortals once per game in your moon phase. This can do mortals once per game for a strat in your moon phase, and throw a grenade. So it's like 10 mortals you're going to do to somebody over the course of the
That actually is kind of a lot. What I also like is that on a 1, you still at least do a single mortal wound. It's kind of like
yourself.
Yeah, and you don't hurt yourself. It's like the old Doom Bolt from the Index for Thousand Suns.
And like 2d3 mortal wounds, if you get that off, you're like killing some big stuff with mortal wounds here.
And then our last strat is going to be Wreathed in Warp Flame. So 1 CP, your shooting phase when a friendly Heretic Astartes Psyker unit is selected to shoot. Target that Heretic Astartes Psyker unit. Your unit's ranged attacks have ignores cover.
That is useful. It is not limited to infantry, but it is limited to Psyker. So actually, there's not many good
there's not a lot of great combos there.
And also, psychic weapons already ignore hit modifiers. I want this to be useful. Actually, this is useless.
Oh, I see. So the combo is you can use the enhancement to make any Heretic Astartes model a Psyker, and so that you can take any generic character and apply it to any unit that it can attach to, and then make that unit a Psyker, which then allows you to use this strat.
So let me help walk you through where this actually ends. You're going to take a Warpsmith and give him ignores cover to your Havocs that ignore hit modifiers. Right. Or you're going to take a Terminator in Sorcerer Armor or a Chaos Lord and make him a Psyker, and then join that to 10 Terminators and make this Terminator unit a shooting powerhouse. And it's going to benefit from +2 strength and +1 AP. Now, let me tell you, that is interesting. I don't think that's worth it at all. Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh no, you can't even do the +2 strength and +1 AP because that's only Demon Prince units. So you can have the +1 strength
you
and
get
shooting.
+1 strength and
+1
shooting. You get
shooting.
strength 8 Reaper auto cannon or whatever. We'll get this out.
We're done with this detachment. It's just
That's just not useful.
it just doesn't work.
There is good 1DP detachments. So if we're like talking about 1DP detachments, it's not that one.
Yeah, that's kind of the important thing to notice is like don't have your what was Jack was saying this yesterday. It's like don't have your hopes like immensely high on 1DP detachment. It's not going to feel as good as like your full detachment you have.
Yeah.
However, there's a very big difference between a good 1DP detachment and a bad one.
Yeah, very well said. So next up we got Devotees of Destruction, which I love because this one buffs Havocs, one of my favorite units ever.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to give my Havocs and Obliterators, one of my least favorite units ever, heavy.
That is what? Havocs and Obliterators. Okay, good.
Yeah.
I was thinking about Mutilators for a second. I was like, wait, no. Yeah.
Havocs and Obliterators, the gun boys. And Havocs and Obliterators genuinely like heavy. Obliterators use it a little bit less, but if they're on the board, they move 4. Just move 3 instead and get an extra +1 to hit.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, and Havocs, they can kind of post up in terrain where they already have line of sight with hidden or right behind, and then just like move just barely on to see through it. And then, they got heavy. The new heavy change makes it a lot more pliable.
Heavy is a lot more of a good rule.
Okay, so we got some enhancements. What we got here?
So next we have the Path of Destruction, Warpsmith model only. When this unit uses its Dark Pax ability, you can reroll leadership rolls. And then in your shooting phase, when this unit has shot, if this unit used its Dark Pax ability, and if those attacks destroyed an enemy model, this unit heals 3 wounds. What can Warpsmith models lead?
They can lead Legionnaires or Havocs. Now, this is going to go with Havocs. That's the whole point of this detachment. And you don't really generally want to join a Warpsmith to Havocs because the Havocs don't really need a leader. They're not fighting in melee and doing cool things. But Havocs don't have an icon. So they fail their Dark Packs and they start to hurt their guys pretty quickly. And this not only gives you a reroll on your Dark Packs, but it also brings back the guys you hurt along the way. And heal, obviously, is just very good in general. So I could actually see this being a little bit more incentive, especially if I am still taking Defilers, which I am. And I want to give my Defiler +1 to hit and heal the Defiler with the Warpsmith, and he heals the Havocs. It's a nice little package.
That's actually a nice little combo. Being able to heal, being able to give the Defiler +1 hit makes this actually like I actually kind of might do this.
Gives the reason for the Warpsmith. The Warpsmith is now multi-purpose. He's like buffing the Havocs and buffing the Defiler.
Yep.
Yeah.
Next up, we have the Eye of Oblivion, which is a cool name. Warpsmith model only. When this unit is selected to shoot, select one enemy unit within 24 inches of this unit. That enemy unit has +6 detection range until this unit has shot. So functionally, you get +6 for this one single unit's activation. Again, that's not bad.
No. Havocs joined the Warpsmith, give him like 4 Reaper chain cannons, let him annihilate an infantry squad that's usually hidden. That's totally fine.
Next up, we have 1 CP Ruination's Bounty. Your shooting phase when a friendly Havoc/Obliterator unit is selected to shoot, that Havoc or Obliterator unit, when it uses its Dark Pax ability, is going to have lethal and sustained.
Get both. Volcano Lostos. Good strat.
That's just good. Next up, we have Snare of Fire, 1 CP. Your opponent's movement phase when an enemy unit ends a move within 8 inches of a friendly unengaged Havocs unit. Only the Havocs unit gets to use this. They can make a normal move of D3 +3. That is a good reactive move. Only on Havocs is Sag, though.
No, it's great because Obliterators are bad and you shouldn't take them, so that should incentivize you to take them. Move on.
right. Next up, we have 1 CP Undying Hatred. Your opponent's shooting phase when an enemy unit targets a friendly Havoc or Obliterator unit. Attacks that target your unit that have higher strength than their toughness are -1 to wound.
Okay. Yeah. -1 to wound against strength greater. That can be a difference maker.
Yeah, it's like a generically just like good rule across the board. This is unfortunately another like not ideal one.
I like this one. I mean, it's not that great, but if you are taking Havocs, just give them heavy. And if you want to take your Defiler Havoc combo, it's not bad.
Yeah, you could combo this with like what's the Gladius CSM one I'm going to call
Veterans of the Long War.
You could combine this with Veterans of the Long War, and it actually would be rather reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be fine.
Hypothetically, just take a walk with me. Defilers go up in cost. Maybe. I don't know.
We have no idea.
We don't know. But just looking at the amount of Defilers I see out in the wild, they might catch a points increase. And then the Havoc doesn't look so unattractive anymore.
Yeah, that's true. That's a true statement. Guys, in the future, we're going to replace our defilers with a bunch of havocs.
Did I say that? Don't misquote me here.
Next up, we're going to go to the next detachment. We're going to have, this is unique nightmare, Murder Talon Raiders. The detachment rule is prey on the weak. Your friendly Heretic Astartes infantry fly units attacks that target a battle shocked unit or a unit at or below half strength, reroll hit rolls of 1.
Okay, that's fine. This is synergizes with the battle shock stuff. Probably can't go with the battle shock detachment. It makes me really sad, but it's a rule.
Yep. When an enemy unit attacks, target a friendly Heretic Astartes infantry fly unit. If that enemy unit is battle shocked or at below half strength, those attacks have -1 to hit.
The conditionalness of this detachment roll makes me feel like it's not really there. And if you remember to use it when you finally fight a battle shocked unit, good for you. But
and it's also only Heretic Astartes infantry fly. So this is exactly Warp Talons and
Raptors.
And
that's okay. That's fine. That doesn't matter because this detachment says purge the foe, and this detachment actually has useful strats.
Got it. Okay. So let's get to our enhancements. Chaos Lord with Jump Pack model. This unit has a 5-up invuln. Which Warp Talons already have, but basically you can give Raptors a 5-up invuln, which is cool.
Yeah.
Next, we have Chaos Lord Jump Pack model only once again. He gets the Demon keyword, and his melee attacks are +1.
I'm not thrilled about any of this, but it's nice quality of life upgrades. If I'm already here.
1 CP Plunging Talons. Fight phase when a friendly Heretic Astartes infantry fly unit that made a charge move this turn is selected to fight. Gain Lance.
Lance, that's the reason. That's why we're here. You get Warp Talons with Lance. You get Raptors with Lance. Raptors have 3 Power Fists. Power Fists love Lance. Warp Talons have Twin Linked. Twin Linked loves Lance. This is actually a great stratagem here.
That is a really good strat. Next, we have 1 CP Raking Pass. Your movement phase when a friendly Heretic Astartes infantry fly unit is selected to make a fallback move. You can fall back and charge.
Also very useful. Not like you're going to use it all the time, but you always want to have that.
And then the last one, Warp Twisted Tears, 1 CP. Your movement phase when a friendly Warp Talons unit ends a move. Select one visible enemy unit, excluding monster and vehicle units within 9 inches of your unit. That enemy unit makes a battle shock roll with -1 to that battle shock roll. This is actually a good strat.
Yeah, it very much is. You can battle shock someone in your movement phase, which means they don't get any of their defensive strats for shooting or melee, and you're going to get your detachment rule bonuses. And if you're trying to contest or steal an objective, they have no OC.
Yeah. Is there any stacking? Is it Raptors or something that have an aura of -1?
Raptors are a 6-inch aura of -1 leadership. And when a Raptor charges you at the start of the fight phase, you have to take a battle shock, which of course will be -1 from the Raptor. And, there's some sauce to just taking Raptors in this detachment.
There actually is a sneaky little amount of you can kind of just plug this in and it's okay.
And it's Purge the Foe, so you plug it in and then you're Purge the Foe all of a sudden. CSM loves Purge the Foe.
That is actually kind of cool.
We are made to kill the enemy. Let the galaxy burn.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So that is going to be the end of the 1DPs.
Nice.
These are, I would say, a little below par for what I would consider one of the 1DP detachments we've seen. But I do like the Jump Pack and the Obliterator one.
The Jump Pack one's definitely our best one.
Yeah.
And I like that we have a lot of 2 detachments and 2 DP detachments and 3 different 1DP detachment dispositions. So it gives you a lot of customizability for how you want to play your CSM force. And all the hardest hitters are 3DP and generally not insane in terms of what disposition they've been given, which I like, except Creations of Bile Purge the Foe. That might be really good.
Yeah. So, cool. And then I don't think we need to go through all our old detachments or anything along those lines. I believe those are all the same at the end of the day. Let me see if there's any other changes in the bottom of the fact sheet. I believe there's a section that has the changes in it, but
the FAQs. That's not the exciting stuff.
The CSM one
is exciting things, not the FAQs on how my bolt pistol works.
The CSM one faction pack is in fact 102 pages.
There's a lot of rules in 40K.
Rules update. Okay, here it's highlighted in red, so I can give this a quick scan and make it nice and easy to see if we have anything big change.
Nice. I'm sure my bolt pistol
I don't see anything in red. I don't think it doesn't look like CSM received any updates here.
Okay, next up, let's get into our very next faction here. What's that going to be?
Let's find out what it's going to be real quick. Our next one is going to be after Chaos Space Marines. It's going to be World Eaters.
Awesome. So, but right before we get into the World Eaters, let's check out the War Room where you can learn the game and become your best.
Everything starts with an idea. Ideas become actions.
Hey man, you want to go to Warhammer tournament? I hear they're a lot of fun. I don't know, man. Like, I'm really new. What if I suck? What if they're mean to me? I've heard a lot of bad things going to tournaments as a new player.
And sometimes we need a little help to take those actions.
You know, I used to have those same fears until I joined Art of War.
Art of War? Huh.
Enjoy your hobby more. Join Art of War.
All right. Talk to me about those world leaders, Michael.
Okay, so let's start with what the disposition detachment point combos are going to be. So notably, a lot less detachments than Chaos Space Marines. So we don't have as much to go over here. The first attachment is going to be the 3 new DPs, which is going to be the Butchers of Khorne, Brazen Engines, and Vessels of Wrath. So Butchers of Khorne is going to be Disruption. Brazen Engines is going to be Purge the Foe, and Vessels of Wrath is going to be Priority Assets.
Now, I'm not going to lie. I feel like world leaders really like some Purge the Foe and take and hold type of gameplay. They're less interested in the actions, more interested in punching people. So I like that we have a 1 DP Purge the Foe because we can always splash that in. We'll find out how good these are.
A Disruption isn't the worst for some of these melee armies too, honestly, because sometimes they just like having board control, and Disruption naturally rewards you for having a lot of board control. So I could see that being interesting too.
And you have things like Spawn, which can do actions. Rhinos do the actions. You're not actionless over here.
Yep. So Berserker Warband is going to be Purge the Foe and 3 detachment points.
I think that is the perfect match made in heaven. You know, like I couldn't think of a more fitting detachment for Berserker Warband at 3DP. Now, this might mean that that's just the way to play World Eaters, which I know we're hoping there's more build diversity out there, but that's definitely a good way to play World Eaters.
Next up, Cult of Blood is Priority Assets. That is the World Eaters Cultist detachment.
I like this one.
Oh, really?
I think it's saucy. I think it's underplayed because no one likes to play the Cultist detachment.
Sure.
But I think there's some good rules here. And as a 1DP, with access to maybe priority assets, you could do some interesting things here.
Actually, that is the combo. I think that would make the most sense. Next up, we have Gore Track Onslaught. It is Take and Hold and 2 detachment points.
This is the transport detachment. Take
and Hold is a weird pick for this one.
I think this is one where you'd want to like ally in Butchers of Khorne or Vessels of Wrath and like switch it up into a different one to try to get a little more value out of your rhinos just being action doers after they're done being rhinos. And the new transport reels don't leave me excited about playing transport detachments.
No, they do not. They do not. They are much worse now. Khorne Demonkin is next. This is Reconnaissance and 2DP. Recon and Khorne. You think this is spicy?
They had the 1 CP strat to create blood letters upon death.
I hear you on that one.
That's 6-inch deep strike. You could do that whenever the hell you want, whenever a unit dies. So like after the fight phase, at the end of your turn, right before we go into my turn.
Sure.
Right after I shoot something with my Forge Fiend or my Defiler, and then it creates a unit of blood letters, which is then eligible to charge. I think this is how I would play World Eaters if I played them, because you know it's recon, it's cool, it's janky, it's demony.
Okay,
but you know it's
you're gonna have to cook on this one.
Randomly spawning blood letters into the spots you need to stand for recon. There's got to be some sauce.
I'm hearing what you're saying on this one. I'm gonna have to see the vision, because I imagine Khorne Demonkin is like I play Scarbrand and I punch my opponent.
You're such a good one. Be on with you. Spawn some blood letters.
So the last one is Possess Slaughter Band. Sorry. Purge the Foe, 2 detachment points. I think it's actually fine. I think that might actually be like a very interesting combo with the new Vessels detachment.
Possess Slaughterbound was trash. I'm really hoping that maybe with a 1 DP detachment it can support it.
It might actually like have a nice little combo.
Yeah.
Let's get into the detachments themselves at this point. So let me switch over to that one. World Eaters. All right. So we're going to open up with the Brazen Engines. The unique is going to be Onslaught. So let me this one's actually short, so I can find out if unique Onslaught actually stops us from taking any of these. Nope, that was quick. Okay, I didn't see any.
Okay. There's an onslaught tag. For the
there's an onslaught tag. So the detachment rule is going to be Rampaging Terrors. So friendly demon vehicle units have the following ability: the Terror of Khorne. At the start of the fight phase, you can select 1 enemy unit, engage with this unit. That enemy unit makes a battle shock roll with -1 to that battle shock roll. You cannot select the same enemy unit for this effect more than once per phase. So functionally, if you have multiple demon engines, you can't just be like, take a battle shock, take a battle shock, take a battle shock, take a battle shock.
I love that this references battle shocks. I think that's cool. But this is not great. We're going to take our Mauler Fiend, get our Mauler Fiend into combat with you, try to battle shock you with the Mauler Fiend and call that a detachment rule.
Yeah, especially since the Mauler Fiend like wants to connect and you are not supposed to be there at the
Yeah,
end
I
of
don't
that
care if you're
activation.
battle shot because then
Yeah.
you're gone. You know, that's the goal.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so enhancement Talons of Butchery, Mauler Fiend unit. This unit's Mauler Fiend's Fist have cleave 2. That is actually a good rule.
And remember, cleave is basically blast, but for melee. So blast times 2. You have your 6 attack Mauler Fiend, more attacks because it's World Eaters. Then you charge into like a 10-man unit of infantry that would usually be on immortal to the Mauler Fiend because you only have 6-7 attacks. But then you add 2 attacks twice for cleave 2, and all of a sudden you're at 8.
A billion.
A lot of attacks.
Just a lot of
A lot of
attacks.
attacks. So that's not bad. That's pretty good. As an upgrade where you can put on all of them, I'm here for that.
I do actually like that. Next, we have Murder Forged Entity, another upgrade. World Eater's vehicle unit only. This unit has Demon, which then will make it a Demon vehicle from the Rampaging Terrors rule. What World Eater's vehicle isn't a Demon that I would want to
Predators,
Okay.
rhinos. That might be it.
Got it. All right. 1 CP, Apologetic Clarity. When your shooting phase or the fight phase, when a friendly demon vehicle is selected to attack, that demon vehicle can ignore modifiers to ballistic skill, weapon skill, hit rules, and wound rolls. That is a good strat.
That is a good strat.
That is legitimately a good strat.
You know who is a demon vehicle? A defiler.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
yes, a defiler is a demon vehicle, and then whatever we made a vehicle with that upgrade, if we decided to do that.
Oh, the
then
Land Raider too. You could do the Land Raider.
You could do the Land Raider.
Yeah.
Trail of Destruction, 1 CP. Your movement phase when a friendly demon vehicle unit is selected to move, that demon vehicle unit gains mobile.
Useful for Mauler Fiends. Useful for the Land Raider you just made a demon.
Hellbrute is actually also not bad.
Hellbrute, yeah. World Eaters Hellbrutes are like actually a lot better.
Yeah, they're
I'd
actually
say.
a decent unit.
With the new overrun fight rules, I think you
That's a fine strat.
Yeah.
That's a perfectly fine strat. So goaded to Fury, 1 CP. Your opponent's shooting phase when an enemy unit that targeted a friendly unengaged demon/vehicle, excluding Titanic units, has shot, that demon vehicle unit can make a surge move of D6. So you can't surge the Corn Lord of Skulls, guys, unfortunately.
Well, I'll surge my Mauler Fiend deeper into you after it charges.
I will say for the strats are not bad for the actual
this is a better
vehicle.
detachment than I was initially going to assume it was after the detachment rule.
Yeah, this is just fine. I'm not a hater.
There are good demon engines, and you slap good rules on them, they become better.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I like it. So next up, we're gonna go to the Butchers of Corn. The detachment rule is the Adamantine Avalanche. What is adamantine? Is this like a special lore thing?
It's the thing that Wolverine is made out of.
Got it. It's what? Oh, interesting.
Oh, yeah. The adamantine mantle is an enhancement.
Got it. Okay, cool. So we have at the start of the fight phase, if a friendly Terminator squad unit is engaged, make a Blessings of Corn roll and use the results to activate 1 Blessing of Corn. Until the end of the phase, that Blessing of Corn is active for friendly Terminator squad units in addition to any other Blessing of Corn that are currently active. Wow, that was a tongue twister.
You get an extra Blessing of Corn when your Terminators get into combat, which is exciting for Terminators.
That's actually not bad rule either. I like
Perhaps
it quite a bit.
unreliable because you never know what you're going to get. And,
Yeah.
and you might get something that you already have access to, so it's like not that helpful. But you could also just turn on Devastating Wounds and be insane.
I like that. I think it's actually just a good rule. Enhancements, Sanctified Slaughter, Terminator Squad unit only. This unit has +1 OC.
I like that.
I like that as well. We saw this in the Space Wolf Terminator attachment as well. The biggest weakness of Terminators is generally that they're OC1. And now that, buildings are larger, you can easily fit more OC onto objectives so you can get flipped a little bit easier. That's just good, actually. That's just good.
I hear you. Terminators love some OC. Their
love
OC one's
OC.
a big issue for them.
Mm-hmm. Next up, we have Gore-Stained Veterans, Terminator unit only. This unit's melee attacks have +1 weapon skills.
This is the first time I'm actually conflicted over which enhancement
Which actually you want to take. Yeah, I agree. Each of these are both good. I think the real answer is you probably have different uses for different ones. For instance, like 5-man's probably really like 1 +1 OC. A 10-man probably really likes +1 weapon skill because it wants to be your big murder brick, right?
Very interesting.
Strats, Focused Ferocity, 1 CP, fight phase. When a friendly Terminator unit is selected to fight, you get +1 attack.
This is a good detachment for Terminators. I'm not sure what Terminators cost, of course.
I haven't said a bad rule yet. These are all good rules.
3 for 3 on these.
Yeah. Next up, we have a Trophy for the Throne, 1 CP, fight phase. When a friendly Terminator squad unit is selected to fight, if you target a monster vehicle, you get +1 wound.
Can I get a 4 for 4?
We got a 4 for 4 right now.
That's
This is just
another banger.
Yeah, this is just good. Next up, we have Wrath Beyond Reason. This is a 2 CP strat. Your opponent's shooting phase when an enemy unit targets a Terminator squad, range attacks are -1 damage.
I need to take a second here and pour one out for my very salty World Eaters friends. Because I feel like they read this detachment strat and they were like, this 2 CP and it's only in shooting. It's not even good. Completely ignoring the rest of this. And this is awesome.
Yeah, this is like actually good. I think that the strat is a little expensive for a single activation.
Yeah. I'm not talking about the strat. The strat is expensive for a single
Yeah,
activation.
but no,
I'm here for
the other rules are good though. I would agree with you. And what was the disposition on this one again? It was let me I got I'm easy. Butchers of Corn. Is that what this is?
This is, I don't know. We just had it.
What?
It's disruption. Okay, it says the Butchers of Corn disruption.
Okay, so we're gonna combo that with a 2 DP that gives us a better one. But that's not bad.
Yeah. Well,
Cool.
I'm here. You know what you could combo this with? My Reconnaissance Corn Demonkin. Add some badassery Terminators.
I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. I like that detachment though. That was actually really not bad.
That was good.
Next up, we have the Vessels of Wrath. This is going to be character focused, it looks like. So when a friendly World Eater's character unit, excluding epic heroes, sorry, Karn, is selected to fight, that unit's character's models, melee attacks, can have cleave 1 or +1 AP. So this affects only the character, and you must be a character unit, and you have to pick between these 2 buffs. So it's cleave or +1 AP.
So this is any character excluding epic heroes. This is Master of Execution. This is your Slaughterbound. This is your guy on a Juggernaut. That might be it.
Yeah.
What else we got here?
Yeah. That is a lot of hoops to jump through. So enhancement, we have Arc Slaughterer. World Eaters model only. This is once per battle per army. In your command phase, you can use this ability. If you do, every Blessing of Corn is active for this unit until the start of your next turn. That is a good rule.
That is crazy. I mean, it's once per battle, once per army, but you could take a 20-man Berserker unit and put a Juggernaut man in there and then just activate every blessing on it, and that unit will probably kill the entire game.
Yeah, that's good. Next up, we have Gateways to Glory. World Eaters Demon Prince model only. This model has mobile and +1 to charge. A little bit of a miss for me.
I don't know about that one.
I don't know about that one. Usually, World Eaters Demon Princes like to hit harder or be tougher.
Look, this helps them get there, which is important.
This is
important
like a
step.
This is a Slanesh rule. I don't know. Literally.
I don't know what that is.
All right, so 1 CP, Scorn the Witch. Any phase when a friendly World Eaters character unit suffers a mortal wound, once again excluding epic heroes though, sorry Karn.
Karn, Angron, dude. Angron actually really wants a 4 Feel No Pain for mortals.
Yeah, so that's what the strat does. World Eaters character unit gets 4 Feel No Pain for mortal wounds. Why did we need excluding epic heroes on this stratagem?
Because Angron will be too good, dude.
I guess so. That is a good strat, though, fine. 4 up against mortal wounds is always a good rule. What's interesting is we've been seeing in a lot of these 1 detachment points, very similar rules are getting 5 up Feel No Pains against mortal wounds, but they gave Korn, the special bonus. So next up, we have Aspire to Infamy, 1 CP. Fight phase when a friendly World Eaters character unit, once again excluding epic heroes, is selected to fight. That World Eaters character unit, the character models have +1 attack, +2 strength.
Okay. Well, we are +1 attack, +2 strength, +1 AP on our guy leading the Berserkers.
Does World Eaters have any double attaching characters?
No.
Like
I don't think
nothing
so.
at all.
But I do think a Slaughterbound really does appreciate those buffs.
He does. It's just tough for 1 CP.
It's you're taking a whole detachment, spending a whole command point to make one guy better at combat. That's just not good economy.
Like literally 1 model. Yeah, that's like the hard part with it. Okay, so the last strat is going to be Punish the Craven. Your opponent's movement phase when a unit is selected to make a fallback move, if that unit is engaged with a friendly World Eaters unit, when that enemy unit is then selected to make a fallback move, they have to make a desperate escape, and then if they are battle shocked, it's -1 on the hazard rolls. All of these desperate escape fallback strats were really good in 10th because you just died when you failed. But now the fact that it's just a mortal wound.
That's why they're handing them out like candy, because it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
It's like Halloween for the World Eaters. This detachment sucks.
This is bad. Like, it's really bad.
I think this detachment, if I'm not mistaken, is Purge the Foe. And that could be a real reason to play it. Oh, it's priority assets. JK, this is trash.
Why were they so scared of this detachment?
Angron, dude. Angron's a scary man. Karn, he's already in every World Eaters list. You can't, buff him. It'd be too good. You gotta buff the other stuff like the slot.
I mean, like,
dude, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm All right, let me just take a quick scroll to the rules updates. See if there's anything in
Everybody's favorite
red.
part.
Anything in red? Nothing in red. Looks like no updates here.
Nothing in red. Yay.
No updates here. All right.
They're not highlighting anything. Never mind.
Got it.
Why is that a thing that they wrote to highlight it in red?
All right. Okay. I see. That's the big one. So Army Rule, Blessing of Corn, Unbridled Bloodlust changed to this unit has +1 to charge rolls. What did that used to be?
I'm gonna assume that was a 6-inch pile and consolidate.
It was reroll
Reroll
charges. Okay, that's fine.
That is fine. I think I would have rather had reroll charges, but +1 is fine.
+1's fine. Yeah, so I think this is going to be a bunch of just like random fix things rules. And
I don't think we need to go.
I don't think.
You can read the FAQs on your own.
Read the FAQs on your own.
If there is something important that we just missed because we're skipping these, just let us know in the comments and we'll talk about it.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So next up, we are gonna have the Emperor's Children as our next one. So let's just take a quick look at the dispositions.
John plays Emperor's Children.
John does play Emperor's Children. So he's a very good Emperor's Children player. And we are observers of John and his Emperor's Children.
We're experiencers.
We're experiencers. Yeah. So the first attachment, these are going to be, once again, the 3/1 detachment points. So we have Elegant Brutes, which is a cool name, I guess, is Taken Hold.
All right.
Frenzied Host is Disruption. And Spectacle of Slaughter is going to be Purge the Foe.
You know, normally I'm like excited about the Purge the Foe axis, but as I'm looking through this list, I see a lot of Purge the Foe. As we get here.
This is a lot. Oh my
There's
God.
There's only one way to play
Purge the Foe.
Take and Hold, which makes Elegant Brutes very interesting. As just like we can do something else. Although I don't know if Emperor's Children wants to be Taken Hold.
I don't know either. Let's go through the rest. So Carnival XS is going to be priority assets at 2DP. This is their demon detachment. If I remember correctly, Carnival XS is actually not a bad baseline detachment. It usually it does something.
It does a lot actually. Makes your defilers crazy.
I like that you can combine this with another one, which is quite nice.
Yeah, you can make this Purge the Foe instantly.
And then take your defilers and move on with your life.
Yeah.
Coterie of the Conceited is Purge the Foe and 3DP.
Okay.
Did that want to be Purge?
I think Emperor's Children is extremely interested in murdering you.
I mean, I think so too. I'm just curious if Coterie specifically wanted to be Purge or not, if it wanted to be a little more tricky.
To me, Emperor's Children and Coterie are synonymous because I don't know what the other detachments were.
That is a true statement.
Yeah.
So having access to Purge, though, is baseline good. Purge is never bad. So I think you're going to take your triple demon princes and just like do the thing. Court of the Phoenician, Purge the Foe, 2DP.
Mm-hmm.
Mercurial Host is Reconnaissance, 2DP.
That is a business name. Mercurial Host.
Mercurial Host.
Yeah.
We're
merchants.
Peerless Bladesman, priority assets. Oh, that's tough. Rapid Evisceration is Disruption in 2DP, and Slash is Chosen, Purge the Foe, 2DP. Yeah. My baseline impression is that we're still only going to hear about Coterie the Conceited, but maybe we're going to read some of these 1DPs that are going to give us some reason to want to take a 2DP.
I'll be honest, there is some play for the Carnival of Chaos. That is seen. It's relatively popular for EC standards, and it's 2DP, so you can just switch its disposition anyway.
I like that.
Yeah.
So let's get into Elegant Brutes. When a friendly Emperor's Children Terminator unit is set up, they have +1 to charge rolls until the end of the turn. So there's two ways to set them up. That's either going to be you're going to deep strike them by making an ingress move, or you're going to get out of a Land Raider.
Okay.
Enhancement, cacophonic accompaniment. Lord Cacophonous model only, get deep strike, and your range attacks have ignores cover.
I'm pretty sure he can join your Terminators, and before he wouldn't deep strike with them, and now he does. That's good.
And they get ignores cover. Okay, that's fine. So Frenzied Ferocity, Emperor's Children Terminator Squad unit only. This unit's attacks have sustained hits 1.
That's fine. As an upgrade, it's fine.
Oh, it just says attacks. So it's actually range and melee. I don't know if they have any decent guns, but
I mean, it's the same guns as all Chaos Terminators. You get a Reaper auto cannon, you get some bolters or combi weapons. Nothing too exciting, but it appreciates some sustained. And the melee gets sustained is nice too. And it'll apply to your characters that it's attached as well.
Okay, cool. All right, that's fine. So for strats, we're going to have 1 CP Delight in Agony, your opponent's shooting phase or the fight phase when an enemy unit targets a friendly Terminator unit. It's the usual -1 to wound if your strength is higher than the Terminator toughness.
Yeah. -1 to wound if you're stronger is a good strat. Totally fine.
Just fine. Next up, we have Psychedelic Soul Flame. 1 CP, you're shooting or the fight phase. When a friendly EC Terminator unit is selected to attack, give them +2 strength.
+2 strength. That's also a solid one.
That's actually a really good rule.
Gets your power fist up to strength 10.
Yeah,
That's nice.
it's very good for the melee. You're never going to use this in range.
No.
Like, you're never doing that. But the in melee, that's actually
Your
quite
Terminators
nice.
are a melee unit that happen to have guns. You might not even shoot them because you'd rather be hidden.
Warp Plunge for 1 CP into your opponent's fight phase. 1 friendly unit, unengaged Emperor's Children Terminator unit, go back into reserves. What's really nice is that it doesn't have like the you must come down clause or anything along those lines. So you can go into reserves and you can set up like a cool rapid again.
Now, EC definitely wants to play like a all threat overload situation. So I'm not sure how much you value an up and down. But the game states with EC typically it's very chaotic. So having up and down potential rapid ingress threat for turns 3, 4, 5, that can be very strong.
Occasionally you'll find with like these big Terminator bricks is like you'll win on a flank but you're still fighting the war on the other flank.
Yeah.
So getting access to be like in one turn I can reload. It's like nice
That's true.
sometimes.
Terminators find themselves stranded fairly often.
Yeah, it's niche. You don't always do it, but it's not a bad rule to have access to, I feel. This is fine.
Yeah.
This is fine. I don't think it's necessarily like super insane, but I don't think it's bad either. I think it's
EC
okay.
Terminators are definitely among the cheaper ones.
Yeah, so I think it's perfectly okay. So let's go next. This is going to be Frenzied Host. It has unique tag host.
Okay.
So we have Frantic Focus. When a friendly EC battle line unit is selected to make an advance or fallback move, that unit's attacks have +1 strength until the end of the turn.
Okay.
Oh, this synergizes quite well with just the baseline army rule.
Yeah, absolutely. You are going to be advancing and falling back basically all the time as EC, and you're just +1 strength for it.
The Lord actually quite likes this with his lance attack. Because he has like an awkward strength breakpoint. What's he? Is he like strength 7 or something along those
I think
lines?
he's strength 7 lance.
Yeah, he's strength 7 lance, so he gets up to strength 8 lance,
Yeah.
which will hit actually
A
nothing.
lot better.
Will it?
Yeah.
What breakpoint does it hit?
It hits wounds toughness 7 on 2s now.
That it does. Okay, got it. We found it. So that does work. So notably, this has host tag. We will find out what has host tag. Enhancement, the Euphoric Crown, Lord Exultant model. This model's melee attacks have +1 strength. We can stack that with the other +1 strength. We can get to strength 9 now.
Oh, dude. Now we're winning rhinos on 3s.
Yes.
Your strength 7
Yes,
guys
we are.
winning rhinos on that's conversion.
T9 is a lot more relevant ever since because armature bodies are T9 now. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Next up, we have the Howling Plate, another Lord Exultant model only. This unit's ranged attacks have +1 AP. Oh, so if you put a Lord Exultant on the ranged half of the battle line that has all the plasma guns and stuff, your plasma guns are like AP 4.
I hadn't thought of that, but yeah, the random little guns in their squads could do more damage.
You're not taking that one. You're taking the +1 strength one. So next up, we have 1 CP Possessive Mania. Your opponent's shooting phase or the fight phase when an enemy unit targets a friendly EC battle line unit within range of an objective. Oh, it's Armor of Contempt.
It's very conditional armor contempt. Only for battle line, only if you're on an objective. Which is like fine because the effect is still good. Armor contempt is a good effect, -1 AP, but why do I jump through so many hoops?
You have to jump through a lot of hoops, which, Coterie they just get it.
I'm not seeing a great reason not to just play Coterie.
Yeah, I'm not there yet either. So, Agonize, Cacophony, 1 CP, start of your shooting phase. When friendly EC battle line unit, select 1 visible enemy unit, +6 detection range. Oh, okay. So what's nice about this one actually is this isn't +6 inch detection range for that unit's activation like we've seen for a bunch of these. This means that your Noise Marines can actually benefit from this.
Oh, yeah.
But notably, Noise Marines are already range 18 and have a soul, basically, so they're going to be just like within 15 or 12, I guess, anyway.
Yeah, but maybe at 18 they can shoot a little better.
This is a very niche buff, actually, for a very close range shooting army. All right, so the last one is going to be 1 CP Absolute Sensory Overload. Shooting phase, a friendly EC battle line unit is selected to shoot. Those range attacks do not prevent your unit from being hidden. Wow, okay, they really went hard on the shooting half of the battle line units.
This is a good... Wait, this is only battle line? Oh my god. Noise Marines are not battle line. Noise Marines are not battle line. You just can't do that.
No.
You're going to buff your tormentors, and you're not going to do that. And this attachment doesn't do the things you want it to.
Really excited at first because I was like, oh, +1 strength on my melee guys. Okay, cool. And then we gave no more rules for them.
No.
Like literally no more rules for the melee guys.
Why are we buffing battle line? That's so useless.
Well, that's like, half their line.
the battle.
Okay, let's just go to the next one.
We're not doing that
We're
one.
going to move on. So Spectacle of Slaughter.
This is the other Purge the Foe version, and this is 1 DP that can stack with your Carnival of Chaos. So I'm excited for this one because I think this might be build.
Okay, got it. So Friendly Flawless Blades have fights first, which is weaker than it used to be. This would have been a crazy rule.
This would have been insane.
It would have been insane in 10th.
Now it's very mid.
It's just fine.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, let's see what else we got. We have a upgrade, Eager Patrons, Flawless Blades only. This unit has +2 move. That's fine. That's actually a good rule.
That's a good rule. EC is fast. They like being faster.
The other upgrade is Flawless Blades cannot have snap shooting be fired at them, which means they're immune to Overwatch functionally.
That's not bad in today's day and age where there's defilers.
Yeah, but I just would rather move faster.
But I'd rather move faster.
I'd just rather move faster.
You can also dodge Overwatch by getting behind a wall by moving faster.
Yeah. So 1 CP, Honor is for fools. Friendly Flawless Blades unit, they gain Precision. That's good. Precision is a better rule these days.
Precision is a lot better for a couple reasons. Because characters gained a lot of value as being the last one left, there's going to be a lot more like character brings back a unit type stuff. Precision that person out right out the gate, and they have to take the 1s and 2s and 3s first.
Yeah, this is just good. Single-minded strike 1 CP, your charge phase. When a friendly Flawless Blade unit starts a charge move, your unit can move through models. Oh, so you can charge over people. That is not the worst thing in the world. The only problem you're going to have with this one is that, like, if you don't want to touch that unit, you have to roll a fairly large charge to dodge being engaged with them onto the other side. However, if you want to tag the thing behind them and jump them, that's fine.
This seems super niche. I play Harlequins where this is also a rule I have access to, and I think I've used it like once ever.
Yeah, because it's one of those things where the moment your opponent's like, oh, you can jump over me, okay, I'll just be like right here instead.
It's also like, to what end? I'm just going to hit the guys right in front of me and get rid of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next, 1 CP, Intoxicated by Triumph. Your opponent's movement phase when an enemy unit that was engaged with a friendly Flawless Blades unit ends a fallback move. If that Flawless Blades unit is then unengaged, make a reactive move, or a normal move, of up to D3 plus 3 inches. That's a good rule.
D3 plus 3 reactive, very strong. Like that. Okay, so Purge the Foe and actually useful buffs on not the best unit, but maybe this helps get Flawless Blades over the edge.
Yeah, if Flawless Blades see play on the table, this has like enough good rules for them that I wouldn't be mad about it. But all I think I really care about is that this has Purge the Foe.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, this has Purge the Foe. And then that is going to be it for new detachments. I will quickly flip through the FAQ.
Nothing's going to be in red, Michael.
There's nothing crazy here.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's all the same stuff we're seeing
Emperor's
before.
Children still play Warhammer, folks.
They still play
FAQ'd
Warhammer.
that.
They FAQ, they play through Warhammer. And now we are going to move on to Death Guard.
The stinky boys that you adopted.
I did adopt them. I did. They are my smelly children.
How do you like them?
I like them. I hope that these 1 DT detachments are going to open up new ways to play the army that isn't I take 3 defilers and I give them -1 damage.
Let's hope.
Let's hope we get something else. I really hope that for all these defiler armies, because chaos at the moment in general is suffering from you just play the defilers and like every other build is drowned out.
Maybe not because of some detachment buffing a unit you don't take, but maybe through points reduction.
Yeah, I think points might save us a lot. Oh, they have some cool names. Okay, so we have the 3 new ones, which is going to be Paragons of Putrescence, which is priority asset. Contagion Engines, Purge the Foe, 1 DP. That sounds like a good combo baseline.
Okay.
Flyblown Host, Recon, 1 DP. That is also actually really interesting.
This is your only way to get Recon is Flyblown Host. Death Guard Recon, I'm telling you, there's some sauce there.
I could see that. So Champions of Contagion, Take and Hold, 2 DP. Sounds like that makes sense. Deathlord's Chosen, priority assets, 2 DP. That does not sound like that makes sense.
Deathlord's Chosen is the Terminator one?
Yeah.
That one's garbage.
That is not going to work out well. Mortarian's Hammer, Purge the Foe, 2 DP.
Mortarian's Hammer, Purge the Foe, 2 DP. This is the buff your tank detachment. You know what your premier tank is? The Defiler. You know what Death Guard also has? Blow drones and other blow drones and Mephitic Blight Haulers. All of those, that whole thing is tanks. This buffs all of those. And it's only 2 DPs. So we're going to add to it with 1 DPs. And you know what this says? It already says Purge the Foe. My tank army, it's not trying to do actions. It's not trying to go everywhere. It's trying to table you.
That's
my
exciting.
Tanks.
That's actually exciting. That's like really strong. Shamble Rot Vectorium. This is the Poxwalker detachment. Disruption. Not bad, actually, for a Poxwalker detachment.
Okay. Hear me out. Hear me out. Let me cook my.
Oh, wait. You're going to combo with Flybone? Yeah.
Flybone, Shamble Rot, Poxwalker, Recon. We're going places.
That's actually probably a cool
That
army.
detachment gets you extra Poxwalkers. You play with like 2,200 points or whatever. They deep strike.
Yeah.
Is excellent.
That's good. So next we have the Taliban Summoners, Disruption, 2DP. I do like that this is 2DP. I also think that this is going to be a possible combo to make it actually recon. Or the other thing you do Taliban is you can combo this probably with Contagion Engines, where you just take Great Unclean Ones and
Contagion Engines.
And all of a sudden you're just like, I'm a big dumb monster, purge the foe army. That could work.
Oh, because Contagion Engines purge the foe.
Yeah. So then you combo your Great Unclean Ones with
Defilers
with
plus
Defilers.
Great Unclean Ones.
Yes, and you take Purge the
we
Foe.
figured it out, folks.
Yes, that sounds really. And then we have the last one, Violent Victorium is taken hold, and it's 3DP. Hallelujah, VV is taken hold.
I think that's not bad for
That
them.
is good.
That's good for them.
That is good.
They like to hold objectives. They're Death Guard.
Okay, so Death Guard actually hits some really good detachment disposition combos here.
I really think there's like multiple viable ways to play Death Guard right now. And maybe at current points, the best way is Defilers. But hopefully in the future, there's more than one.
Yeah, I think the points will hopefully execute them. So let's get into what these detachments actually do. So Contagion Engines, it's going to have unique engines. I'm going to imagine Mortarian's Hammer has engines keyword.
That would make sense.
I'm going to imagine it does. Okay.
The vehicle detachment probably also gets this, and then you probably can't make Mortarian's Hammer purge the foe, and then
Oh no,
that
you
would-
can't.
That would cancel that build we just came up with.
No, you can't do this to me.
Of course, you can always take the same data sheets. You just switch which disposition it has access to, switch which rules it has.
Oh,
access
Hammer's
to.
already base purge.
It's happening.
That's already base purge.
You can't give all your vehicles assault, which is what this one is going to do.
already
But
base purge.
you
We're
can
good.
still do that. All right, let's walk through this detachment.
Yep. Let me get to it. All right, Contagion Engines. All right, so the base rule is going to be friendly bloat drone with heavy blight launcher, Hellbrute, and my Fennec blight hauler units all have Contagion Engine. No Plague Burst Crawler? Maybe it already
It's
has.
not an engine.
It's not an engine.
Not an engine.
Okay, got it.
These are the engines.
So friendly Contagion Engine units have assault. Cool. And then
rule.
engine tag, engines attachment. Yeah. We have an upgrade for the first one. Parasitic Woe Reaper upgrade. Contagion Engine only. When this unit has fought, one model in this unit heals D3 wounds. Okay, so this actually is really good with my Fennec blight haulers, because that means you can actually heal a my Fennec blight hauler back if you take them in 2-mans.
Wow.
Yeah, that's actually good.
No,
You're not going to take that on anything.
that's not how that works.
Wait,
It
not.
says one model in this.
Oh
unit heals.
no,
You
it doesn't
can't
say
bring
the
back-
unit.
doesn't heal.
No.
Michael, reading. Come on.
Okay, it is actually. I will say it is really annoying with heal. You have to actually be like, does it say unit or does it say heal this model? It's annoying.
It's annoying.
All right, so next up we have Lancet of the World Soar, friendly Hellbrute / my Fennec blight hauler unit. This unit has mobile.
Mobile?
That's actually pretty
useful.
That
Yeah.
actually is useful. The blight haulers are a little soccer.
I don't know that I want to pay for an upgrade to get my blight haulers mobile. I like them nice and cheap, but if it's like 5-10 points.
If it's 5-10 points, that's
Yeah.
perfectly fine. Yeah. So next up, we're going to go to strats. 1 CP fresh vectors. Your shooting phase or the fight phase, when a friendly contagion unit is selected to attack, you can reroll wound rolls of 1. That's good.
That is good.
Mortarian's Hammer has an aura of that.
Notably not defilers, but this is good.
Notably not defilers is important. Next up, we have Blood Rust Deluge, 1 CP. Your shooting phase, when a friendly contagion unit is selected to shoot, select one visible enemy unit. They are now afflicted.
Okay. Shooting affliction across the table is useful, especially if you're not Mortarian's Hammer.
Don't Plague Marines just do that? Yeah, Plague Marines actually just do that. That's like just their data sheet rule.
That's not their data sheet rule, is it really?
That really is their data sheet rule.
Wow. Plague Marines are good.
They just shoot you and you're just like, you're afflicted after.
Maybe this isn't useful.
Yeah, that was a little mid. The last one though, Soul Rot Flux. Your opponent's movement phase, when an enemy unit is selected to make a fallback move, if that enemy unit is engaged with a friendly contagion engine unit, you're going to roll a d6 when they make that fallback move. On a 1, they take 1 mortal wound. On a 2 through 5, they take D3 mortal wounds. On a 6, they take 3 mortal wounds.
Okay.
This detachment feels kind of mid. Assault is good on your demon engines.
You're taking this because it acts as Purge the Foe and it gives your demon engines passive assault. That is a good rule.
That is a good rule. The rest of the strats are okay. I mean, reroll wound rolls of 1 is good on a
Honestly,
contagion.
I'm not mad if my 1 DP detachment gives me a good detachment roll passively and has mediocre strats, because I have other ways I can spend CP.
That's true. I agree with you. Okay, cool. So contagion. Let's move on to Flyblown Host. So Flyblown Host is the 1 recon. So let's read that with that in mind, right? So in the declare battle formation step, you can select up to 2 friendly Marine units. They have infiltrators. That is good.
2 10-mans, attach 2 characters to each of them. That's a lot of points, but also 24 dudes starting midfield.
Notably as well, this also has a unique tag as well, Flyblown. I don't know what the other Flyblown would be.
Maybe the Flyblown Host detachment that exists already.
Maybe we'll get double.
Maybe we'll have 2 detachments called Flyblown.
Well, no, we have the faction pack. We know that now. It's gone.
I don't know.
So I guess we'll find that one out later.
Yeah.
Enhancement, it's an upgrade. Insectile Murmuration. Plague Marine unit only. When this unit's range attacks target a unit within contagion range, you can reroll wound rolls of 1.
That's also quite
That
nice.
is super good.
Yeah, a lot of anti-infantry 2 up, a lot of make your toughness 3 and then hit you with strength 6 going on in Plague Marines.
Super good.
Also, I will say, even if you don't want to go crazy with 2 12-mans infiltrating, even a little 5-man just starting on your expansion is really useful.
Yeah. The other one is going to be Plague Veil. Plague Marine unit only. This unit has minus 3 inch detection range. So we stack that with Go to Ground.
Yeah.
Good 9 inch detection
9
range?
inch detection range. That's real sauce.
Oh my God. That
Plague
is
Marines don't get shot. Your Plague Marines that start on your expansion just can't be shot at.
9 inch load op LOL.
LOL.
Like, it's crazy. Okay, so next up, we're going to have 1 CP nauseating Paroxysmus. Start of the fight phase, 1 friendly engage Plague Marine unit. Select 1 enemy unit engaged with your unit. Then a enemy unit makes a battle shock roll and -1 to the battle shock roll. Wow, and it's either fight phase. This is a great strat too. We're back to 4 for 4.
Dude, that's incredible.
Yeah. Okay. So droning whore, 1 CP, shooting phase. When a friendly Plague Marine unit is selected to shoot, your unit's ranged attacks can reroll hit rolls of 1, and if they target a unit within half range, reroll wound rolls of 1. That is also good.
Yeah, more Plague Marines rerolling wounds.
Now you do have to be within 6 inches for your flamers really to get this rule, which that can be a little bit awkward, but that's also just good.
It's not that hard to set up with Plague Marines.
I can see that.
They're
Right?
receiving a lot of damage
Sure.
when people come towards them, especially with non-flown op.
Eye of the Swarm, your shooting phase when a friendly Plague Marine unit is selected to shoot, that Plague Marine unit, the unit range attacks have close
Get
quarters.
stuck in, flamer your way out, folks. This is what they needed.
This is a
need
really
this.
good detachment.
You cannot tie up to Plague Marines. They will shoot your way out of almost anything. And even if they don't wipe you with their shooting with close quarters, no one wants to be shot by them.
Okay, no, because I love Plague Marines. Like I love Plague
Me
Marines.
too.
They're my
coolest
favorite.
part about Death Guard.
Coolest part about Death Guard.
Easily.
Wow.
Are we going to run 60 Plague Marines as reconnaissance?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe we're doing that. Tucker's judging us. Wow, that is a really good detachment.
Yeah. I like this a lot.
There's literally no bad rules in this.
This is a solid 1 DP. And infiltrating Plague Marines as your detachment was so good. That's actually really good.
Okay, big thumbs up.
You know what else sucks for Death Guard? Search and destroy. The deployment style. It takes you weeks to get to your expansion objective.
I think this is one of the best DPs I think I've read.
This is awesome.
That's really good. That's really, really good. Okay, let's go to Paragons of Putrescence. The detachment rule, hyper virulent strains. Friendly Death Guard character units have +3 inches to their contagion range to a maximum of 12.
And this will stack with your Lord of Boxes. You'll start turn 1 with 9 inches. That's not bad.
That's actually not bad. I do like that baseline.
12 inches on as early as turn 2 makes Dutch Route charges super easy.
Is there a world you take the 3 Death Guard 1 DPs? Let's read the rest of this one and then we'll continue on. Okay, so Rejuvenating Swarm, Death Guard infantry model only, excluding Terminators. Attacks that target this unit have -1 to wound of strength higher. They really like that rule.
That's a good rule.
It is a good rule. They've been using it a lot.
Death Guard is T6. You're only getting hit by anti-tank weapons, and then they're wounded on 4s.
That is good. I agree. I think it's good. Host of the hybridized Pox, Death Guard infantry model only, once per battle per army in your command phase if you can use this ability. If you do, select one of the plays listed in Nurgle's gift. Enemy units within contagion range of this unit also have the effect of that plague in addition to your army's chosen plague.
Double plagues.
Double plagues.
Double Plague Marine.
Super Plague Marine. Plague Marine squared.
Infiltrate the Plague Marines. Give them double contagion. Broken.
Yes, that actually you can do that. Yes.
Yeah, maybe it's not broken, but that's
you can't, that is
I love that. That's a thing. I like messing around with your contagions. I think contagions are the coolest part of Death Guard. Them and Plague Marines, and
I
this
agree.
does that.
So territorial infection, 1 CP, start of the command phase, 1 friendly death card character unit. Your unit has +1 OC until the end of the turn. This is also a good rule.
That's very good.
So you can use this on Blight Lords, you can use it on Death Shroud, you can make your Plague Marines OC3 each. This is just generically flexible.
Wait. Typhus and 20 Poxwalkers. OC 40.
Oh man. Okay, I am going to check the FAQ to see what they said about Typhus, because if he retained his -1 to hit, it's actually really good.
Expansion locked forever. Forever. 5 ever. Done. Don't even need the Plague Marines. Plague Marines go aggro.
Okay, let's go. Aggravis Spasms, 1 CP. Start. Sorry, guys, I swallowed air. Start of your shooting phase, 1 friendly death card character unit. Select 1 visible enemy unit within contagion range of your unit. That enemy unit has +6 inch detection range. Once again, this is the good version. It's not for a single activation, so that's good for all of them.
Yeah, this is nice. It turns on your defilers.
It does turn on your defilers. And then the last one, simultaneous contamination, 1 CP. Your shooting phase, when a friendly death card character unit starts an action, that death card character action lets you shoot.
I love that. That's so useful. Death Guard don't have great action monkeys because they all want to shoot you.
Do you actually just play? You can genuinely play these 3 1DPs.
Finally, we found it, folks. Death Guard 1DPs are here.
You genuinely can play just 3
infiltrate
1DPs.
them, you switch your contagions, you got close quarters shooting, you got real 1 shooting, you got +1 OC on your Typhus Poxwalker brick, and your 6 bullet drones, they're going to advance and shoot. It's broken. It's beautiful. Back it up with a defiler.
This is cool.
This is cool.
This is actually cool. They actually did a really good job on these detachments. This is what I said at the start. I was really hoping that these detachments were going to unlock like a new way to play. The Plague Marine spam is a list that didn't really work in 10th edition, unfortunately. It just kind of was always like you play a bunch of demon engines, you play them in VV, you play Plague Burst Crawlers and Mortarian's Hammer, and nothing else really took. You still play Man Summoners occasionally, but nothing else really took off. But this is like a really, really strong rule set for Plague Marines, which is nice.
I'm so excited about that. Plague Marines have needed love and support for so long, and you could play this army as recon. This 3-1 DP list we just cooked.
Okay, so we do have some important things in the FAQ.
If you ruin my Typhus combo, I'm throwing you somewhere.
I haven't gotten to that one yet. Okay, so the -1 to hit contagion is changed to only melee.
That means it doesn't stack with cover, so your Death Guard army is not -2 to be shot at. And honestly, that's probably for the best.
It is for the best. That would have been bad.
It's very sad for the Death Guard.
That is very sad for the Death Guard. That is definitely like a rather large nerf, unfortunately. And then, okay, Typhus does have a rule here. Okay, so in your shooting case, select the Psyker. This is his Mortal Wound ability. That looks the same. That looks the same. I don't see anything crazy.
Only they
there.
highlighted these in red.
Only if they did, in fact, highlight these in red. And then I see nothing about Typhus and -1 to hit changing.
Okay.
That's nice.
That's nice.
So that means he is Poxwalker unit and cover is -2 to hit and has 5 billion bodies. And then when he eater plagues them, he can still res? Oh, unless they took away the res? No. Okay. Wow. Okay, cool. All right.
And we're going to have 20 Poxwalkers on the expansion with 40 OC.
Wow. Big thumbs up.
Big thumbs up.
Big thumbs up.
Who's
Like
thumbs
super, super big thumbs up.
Super thumbs.
Okay, cool. Death Guard to me so far, like the biggest winner out of the 1DPs. That was really sweet. And then
We got 1,000 Suns.
we're on 1,000 Suns, and then after that, the last one's Chaos Knights. So
Chaos
Oh,
Demons.
I forgot Demons. Okay,
Oh my God.
Okay, you forgot Demons earlier, and I forgot it.
Okay. It's called guilt and shame, everybody. You're looking right at it.
Okay, sorry.
You apologize to
Well,
the
we
internet.
saved the best for last, which you said
You
earlier.
can't kick my
You
lines.
said we're saving the best for last.
We are, but not because of you.
All right, 1,000 Suns. We're going to 1,000 Suns now. Okay, let me take a quick bar.
Yeah, don't drink any more air.
I almost got assassinated live on air. Okay, so let's go to 1,000 Suns. We have, once again, 3 new detachments. We have Ritual of Regeneration, which is going to be Purge the Foe. Thumbs up, because that's actually a good base detachment roll, and it gives Purge.
Nice.
Secatar Cohort is a good detachment roll that gives priority assets, which is kind of mid.
You're not trying to be priority.
And then Servants of Change is Recon and 1DP. Notably, the only other Recon is Change Host of Deceit, which is actually what you probably want to combo this army with anyway. So that just kind of works. Change Host, as I just said, is going to be Recon and 2DP. Grand Coven is going to be priority assets and 3DP.
Oh, I think that's a little bit of a nerf to Grand Coven. I mean, it could be playing.
Flicky.
What does the Grand Coven in your mind want to play as?
Take and hold or Purge.
Really? Is not interested in doing anything tricksy or actiony.
It's expensive.
It's expensive.
It's expensive because it's a big thing. That army is really elite because it really wants you to take. Because the big thing about Thousand Sons is, are we a psychic army? Yes, we are. However, only the characters are psychic, which means I need to pay for those, and those guys are expensive. So you don't usually end up with too much trash units in a list. This is rough for Grand Coven.
But Rubricate Phalanx, even though it's 3DP, it is taken hold, and I can't think of something it does better.
Yeah, Rubricate Phalanx loves taking hold. Nothing great there. But lots of good things there. Lots of good things there. The opposite of what I said. Hexwarp Thrallband taking hold. 2DP.
Awesome. You can switch it into Reconnaissance or Purge or Priority.
No. You give it the Sekitar robots.
Oh, you give it the
robots. And then Hexwarp makes them psychic. And then you get the offensive buffs on the robots from Hexwarp Thrallband, and it's taken hold, which is just actually a really strong disposition baseline.
Oh, we're gonna have to cover that.
Oh yeah.
You also get Warpforged Cabal and Warp Meld pack at 2DP.
Warforged Cabal at 2DP is a really big deal.
That's the vehicle one?
That's the vehicle one, which makes will benefit greatly from the robot detachment. Also, it's one of the ways you can use the Servants of Change. You can combo Warforged Cabals with Servants of Change and be like, okay, my Zangors actually score points for me while my vehicles just like murder you.
Yeah.
The big thing is that Warforged Cabal, the only way it's going to have access to Purge the Foe is through Ritual for Generation, which is you're going to be like your Defiler spam, blah, 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 blah. And then the last one, Warp Meld Pack, Purge the Foe?
Warp Meld Pack, Purge the Foe. This is the Zangor and weird one with the mutants and the spawn. Very cool. But you can stack this with Servants of Change and get some reconnaissance going. That would be really cool. Recon Zangors.
I think it's gonna have unique tag.
Oh, it probably
I think they
does.
previewed
They
that.
probably
Actually
said you can't make the Zangor army. It would be too powerful.
Guys, if you combine two Zangor detachments together, the world will end.
It would be along the same strength line as double Harlequin. You know, we just cannot have that.
You just cannot have that. Okay, so let's open up the Thousand Sons faction pack and get into the full detachments.
Okay, what do we got cooking?
So the first detachment we're going to have, this is the Ritual of Regeneration. So the detachment rule is Sorceress Invigoration. It's going to be once per turn per unit. When a friendly Thousand Sons Psyker unit, excluding monster units, successfully manifests ritual, the unit heals D3 wounds. This is cool, specifically for Scarab Occult Terminators. So whenever
they're a good data sheet.
They're a good data sheet. And then whenever you have taken chip damage or you've blasted yourself with mortals, you can get D3 wounds back and res a guy. That's cool. Big sad face, like excluding monster units here. I will rant for the end of time. Magnus should literally never perils ever. It's very silly.
He used to have that rule.
He used to have that rule, but he doesn't anymore.
Yeah.
So
that was too powerful, much like the goats.
Dumb. So this is a fine baseline rule. Being able to heat D3 units. This is less of a big deal on Rubric Marines. Generally, when your opponent has touched the Rubric Marines, they explode into dust.
Yeah, I'm not trying to leave the Rubric Marines damaged. That's how I die, not them.
So this is good for Scarabs. Enhancement, Eruption of Vitality, infantry / mounted Thousand Sons Psyker. It's a 2-up res with 3 wounds.
Some more resing.
More resing. The only thing about this that is a little weird is that it's only infantry / mounted Psyker.
You run solo guys in Thousand Sons.
You do. So the real combo. Oh god, the real combo here is that you're gonna kill the Thousand Sons Sorcerer Terminator at the end of the activation, and then he's gonna get back up on a 2-up, and then he's gonna cast a ritual. And if he rolls a 3 on the heal D3, he's then gonna res a Terminator, and then the Terminators are back.
Whoa.
And then
slow down over there.
And then you're gonna start, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, this unit that you actually killed 100 to 0. It's just alive.
Didn't know I was playing against Necrons.
It's literally Necrons. Yeah. So you just oh look, the Terminators are back. So that's how you're actually gonna use this rule.
Yeah,
that's good.
That is how you're gonna use that rule. I don't like that.
So Curse of Life is gonna be once again infantry / mounted Psyker. When this model heals as a result of the Sorcerer's Invigoration detachment rule, you can add 3 to the number of wounds healed. To me, I think this needs to be FAQ'd because healing 3 wounds in addition to the heal D3 does not do anything on 4 wound models.
What do you mean?
So you only heals the model.
Yeah. And
most Thousand Sons characters are 4 or 5 wounds.
Oh, so
you heal D3. Yeah, you just.
Well, it means
if you're
back to full.
If you're at exactly 1, then you can heal.
You roll a 1 on the D3, and all of a sudden you're at full. It gets you to fill your cup while you're at it.
Yeah,
no more battle shocks for you.
The character can heal D3 +3, which is is whatever.
I get it. It's not the most useful, but you know, there's a lot of dumb rules in Warhammer.
Yeah, so I would like to see this be FAQ to that heals the unit, but we'll find out. 1 CP, Relentless Rebirth. Any phase when a friendly infantry / mounted Thousand Sun Psyker unit suffers a mortal wound, you get a 5-up feel no pain against mortal wounds. This is fine. Paying 1 CP for a 5-up against mortals is like kind of tough. Like, that's expensive.
Look, you do it when you need to do it. When you're getting shot by 1,000 mortals from the Stern Guard brick, you might want to just do
like
this.
that's when you're going to use it. You'll use it when you use it, but that's about it. Mutagenic Magics, 1 CP, start of the fight phase. This is throw explosives in melee.
Grenades in melee. Yeah, that's going to take me a while.
So what's interesting about this is like Thousand Suns usually are the ones that get charged, and then you can be like defensively be like grenade and get your some amount of mortal wounds to kind of protect yourself. Or another cool thing you can actually end up doing with this one is you'll like offensively use it. So say you're taking your Rubric Marines of like a big tank, you have like your Infernal Master, you'll walk up to a tank, Doom Bolt, throw grenades, shoot it, charge it, throw mutagenic magic grenade, and then all of a sudden your opponent's taking like an average of 9 mortal wounds plus a shooting activation plus whatever your magic 6 do in combat. That's cool. So you can use this offensively or defensively, and flexible rules like that are always good.
Little pocket mortal wound strats are super valuable.
And then the last one is going to be multitudinous limbs for 1 CP. Friendly infantry / mounted Thousand Sun Psyker unit is selected to make an advance or fall back move. That move does not prevent you from being able to start an action.
I like that a lot.
In general
Advance
like
in
this.
action, fall back in action. It's for your...
So
it has to be Psyker.
So it has to be Psyker. So that looks kind of bad, but the real secret is the Zangor Shaman. The lowly little Zangor Shaman for 60 points may run around and cast spells and advance and do actions for you.
There you go.
So in Thousand Suns, that can be kind of cool because you can move. He baseline moves 10. You can advance him, and then you can also have like +2 move from Magnus or whatever if you're doing that. And then you can also double move, right, with Warp Surge. So this unit can move up to 10, 16, 22, 24 inches and still do an action.
That's far.
It's very far.
That's very far.
It's very
that's
far.
legit very far. Especially if you're playing as Disruption or Recon, they often have you doing actions over there.
So this is the Purge the Foe detachment, but you're going to combo. You're going to use this strat with you're using a different disposition.
Yes.
Actually, because Purge the Foe only wants to action when you do
Cleanse your plunder.
a card.
They're the only actions you're gonna have to do
and
the
that's
entire
just
game.
not going to be that often. So good strat.
Yeah.
Good detachment. Generally a thumbs up. Has access to a very good disposition at the moment. No further comments.
Cool. Let's keep it rolling.
Next up, we're going to go to the Sekatar cohort.
This is the spicy one.
This is my favorite one. So friendly Sekatar units attacks have Psychic. Now, Psychic, remember guys, is going to give us the ignore all mods ability. That's good.
Yeah.
Now, the second ability, we have 2 abilities in this one. Friendly Thousand Sun Psyker units have the following ability: Infusion the Aura. While a friendly Sekatar robot unit is within 12 inches of that unit's melee attacks get +1 weapon skill. A little sad on this.
A little sad.
Because the robots are generally not melee units. You generally want to take the Melt-A-Gun.
But it's like what you're saying, though. Give them the Psychic tag, pair it with the Hex Warp, boom.
Yes. So as we know, Hex Warp is a 2ZB. Being able to give them Psychic means that they flat pick up reroll wound rolls of 1 in Psychic all of the time. And then if they're in the Magic Fun Zone, you have the flow of magic up, they're +1 to wound. And then all of a sudden, like your Melt-A-Guns are +1 to wound. Your Hellfire Misdirection +1 to wound. Also, rerolling wound rolls of 1 is very consistent, right?
As a designated elf player, I hate the robots. They start right off my deployment zone. They overwatch me. They shoot me. It's just miserable.
That makes the Overwatch even better.
Yeah.
Too, right. So as a baseline, this is going to be a very, very powerful combo with Hex Warp. Enhancements, we have 2. So the Walking Rampart, Sorcerer / Exalted Sorcerer model only. This model has the following abilities: Soul Bond in the movement phase at the start or end of a unit's move. Select 1 friendly Sekatar robot unit within 3 inches of this model. They heal D3 +1 wounds. So you're going to really like this enhancement if you're taking a bunch of 4-man robot squads. And big thumbs up there. And then the other part of this ability, as 2, is if while this model is within 3 inches of a friendly Sekatar robot unit, you'll have Lone Operative.
Wow. That's really good, too.
Yeah, this is just baseline good. Resurrecting robots is really good. The robots always live longer than you think they will.
They do.
They're just tough. They're just tough.
4-man robots are real.
Yeah, they just tough. The second enhancement is going to be the Oculus Infernum. The Sorcerer / Exalted Sorcerer in your movement phase at the start or end of this unit's move. You can select 1 friendly Sekatar robot unit within 6 inches of this unit. That unit's range attacks have +1 ballistic skill. Good. Good.
Oh, wait,
Good.
so
Good.
we're
Good.
+1 ballistic skill. And we're +1 to wound if we're in the flow of magic.
Yes, that's it. That'd be right. Or baseline real wound rolls of 1. You always get that.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
That's like game changingly. Like my unit that doesn't do that much damage now does a lot of damage.
It makes it quite consistent as well, which is really quite nice. So a 4-man robot squad with Meltas, with a sorcerer or an exalted sorcerer that gives them this enhancement is going to be really quite nice. The other big synergy point that you're going to see for Hexwarp here is that Hexwarp really likes having Psyker units on the table because most of its abilities are tagged around Psychic.
Right.
Having an exalted sorcerer on discs that can do this and then like sticky an objective or something along those lines is going to be actually really baseline useful.
Wow. That is very good.
So next up, we're going to have the strats. 1 CP Arcane Venting. At the end of your movement phase, you can make an objective secured. Has the timing on this changed? Like, can you move on to it and immediately control it?
You control objectives at the end of the phase.
That's still the same.
So you can't walk onto an objective that's brand new and then sticky it.
Got it. So you still need to basically hold this at the start of your turn. Okay, got it. Ectoplasmic Extrusion, 1 CP. Your shooting phase, friendly secretary robot unit within 12 inches of a Psyker, starts in action. You can action and shoot.
That's also really solid.
This makes it a little bit more playable in its baseline disposition, which I believe is priority assets.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit more playable there. Not ideal, but it's playable.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Warp Fields, 1 CP. This is going to be the same -1 toughness if strength higher rule that we've seen a billion times now.
-1 toughness if strength higher. Yeah,
Oh, sorry, -1 to wound.
-1 to wound. Yeah, we're much... It's a good rule.
It's a good rule. So robots are inherently stealth. So they're always going to be functionally in cover, which is going to make them...
This seems to be +1 to hit, +1 to wound, -1 to hit, -1 to wound.
For 1 CP, yeah. It's
Why don't
good.
you say more, folks? That's a good one.
So what's also really nice is robots get free heroic or free Overwatch baseline as a strat.
Free Overwatch is crazy on the flame.
Free Overwatch, it's very good. Also, the free heroic can be good enough, especially if you take the melee robot squads. I'm envisioning a world where we're taking melee and shooting robots, right? Like a big 4-man shooting brick is good. Having like a 2-man melee unit, like a heroic for free or something.
Yeah,
it's kind of nice, right?
Nifty. Yeah.
So this is my favorite. This is my favorite detachment.
What else we got?
And then the next one is the Servants of Change, our Zangor detachment. Okay, so this is gonna have detachment as mutant tag. We're gonna, so
man, the Zangor supremacy is ruined.
Notably, the other Zangor detachment only affects mutant keyword. We're going to assume that's also a mutant tag. Yeah.
My kingdom for the Zangor.
So we have all-seeing mutant hordes. Friendly Zangor units have battle line. In your shooting phase, while a friendly mutant unit is shooting, enemy units have +6-inch detection range. Notably, this is the bad version, while a friendly mutant unit is shooting.
This is your Zangor enlightened with bows.
And the Mutilus.
And the Mutilus Vortex Beast. Can't forget him.
Let's go to the enhancements. Okay. So Unraveled Fates, Zangor Shaman model only. In your movement phase at the start or end of this unit's move, you can select one friendly Battle Shock mutant unit and unbattle shock it.
I like that, okay? You play against Tyranids, you play against Plague Legion, you'll appreciate this rule.
The unbattle shock rules are generically better in the game now. This is going to be a question of if this is expensive or not. Basically.
Yeah, we're talking 5 points.
Yep.
I don't want to pay 10 for this.
So Thicket of Bladed Bone, spawn unit only. This unit's melee attacks have +1 AP and cleave 1.
Triple
spawn. Thousand Sun spawn are baseline pretty good.
They're very good.
They're cheap. Because they heal flat 3, they're 5 up and bone. They're generally pretty cheap. This makes them hit a little bit better. This, however, needs to be cheap once again for me to be able to take this.
You don't want to make your spawn expensive.
The Thousand Sun spawn are generally just idiots who run around on the table and like just do stuff.
Until you give them Cleveland +1 AP.
Until you give them Cleveland +1 AP, and all of a sudden they can do stuff. I would agree from you. So let's go to our next strat, which is going to be Prismatic Displacement. This has a lot of words on it, but what it's functionally going to boil down to is infantry/mounted mutant units can advance, shoot, and do a charge, and they can fall back, shoot, and charge.
Again, it's going to be any infantry?
Any infantry or mounted mutant.
So this is Rupert.
Mutant.
Oh, it has to be a mutant.
It has to be a mutant. So any Zangor Enlightened, or whatever, it can advance, shoot and charge, or fall back, shoot and charge.
I mean, it's good for your Zangors. Your Zangors aren't inherently
The problem is, Zangors don't really want to do this.
Yeah.
They don't really care about that. So next up, we have 1 CP Temporal Instability. This is going to be the exact same thing, but for actions. So any infantry mounted mutant unit can advance an action or fall back in action. Okay. This should have been the same strat.
It should have been the same strat.
It should have just been 1 CP. Your Zangor can do whatever it wants this turn.
But we have the same rule twice with one different word.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So
This is good. Your Zangors can do whatever they want.
right. Yep, they can.
can.
They can do whatever they want. 1 CP, the land writhes. Your movement phase, a friendly monster mutant unit is selected to move. That monster mutant unit has mobile. This is exactly the mutant vortex beast. This is somewhat important
He definitely likes moving through walls.
because the new melee with monsters is not as good. The problem you're going to encounter on this is it's really important for those dense terrain features that you can move through because monsters can't move through the baseline. That's going to be good. The issue is like charging into ruins and stuff is where he really struggles, but this doesn't help because he has the sun on his back and he actually can't fit under any of the ruins. He literally can't fit under any of the ruins because he's too large. So he can't actually like go into the buildings in order to fight with his like mobile keyword or anything like that, unless like literally no one is there and he can go into like the middle of the building.
I have a question.
Okay.
Since he carries a sun around with him,
He does carry the sun.
if he dies and the sun like goes with him, does your army rule become like 999 suns?
Okay, well, so notably, it's suns with an O, not a U.
I failed spell. I don't understand what's so funny.
We're gonna okay, I'm gonna check one thing about the hexwork detachment to make sure that yes, so it's the hexwork detachment for the psychic reroll wound roll +1 wound roll. It's only 1,000 Suns models. It's not 1,000 Suns psyker units, which means the robots do for sure actually benefit from this.
Right.
And then I'm just gonna make sure there's nothing changed different about our spells. Our spells are the same. Okay.
Yeah, Warhammer still does the thing.
Warhammer still is Warhammer.
Okay, now we're on to our not the last army, Michael. We're on to Chaos Knights, which is notably not the best one.
We're on to the second to last army now.
Yeah.
Chaos Knights. So let's look at dispositions first. So dispositions for our Chaos Knight friends. Guys, I have so many tabs open at this point. So we're going to Bastions of Tyranny is Disruption. Hunting Warpack, Reconnaissance. I wonder what that one will be about. Iconoclast Fiefdom, Take and Hold. Knights probably like that.
Knights do like taking and holding.
So let's go to the old ones now. Hell Hunt Lance is Disruption. That's the War Dog one, right? The War Dogs are Battle Line.
Warlocks
Oh no, is that Hound Pack Lance? That's Hound Pack Lance. Okay,
They might both do it.
I have no idea what Hell Hunt Lance is in my life, to be honest with you.
Hellhound Lance it requires that you do take War Dogs and like they get battle line, I'm pretty sure.
No, I think it's Hound Pack Lance. Okay, we'll open up and find it out. Yeah, I think that's Hound Pack.
I thought
there's notably there's a lot of lances
there's
in these
two H
detachments.
words that start with Lance. They gotta do better, GW.
They could have done better on that one. So we'll figure out what Hell Hunt's Lance is. Hound Pack Lance is going to be Recon and 2DP. That is actually a little bit more interesting as a baseline because that army generally in current points brings like 13 War Dogs, I think is around the number. And then they have like a lot of rules to move around the board. So if you want to play Recon, that's a way to do it, certainly. Infernal Lance is Purge the Foe, Gasp, and it's 3DP.
Okay, well that's rather powerful.
Oh my god, that's actually so annoying.
That's the best version of Chaos Knights.
So the triple despoiler build can just like play Purge the Foe and just like take the triple despoiler and just do the thing.
Just play Purge Foe.
Okay, that's cringe.
Pretty good, isn't it?
Lords of Dread, priority assets, 2DP. Actions are tough for that army. That's the Big Knight army.
Well, actions are not tough for that army because now Big Knights can shoot in action.
Oh, that's true.
And fight in action.
Yeah. That's I forgot about that.
The only thing you can't do is declare charges, which is really like not that big a deal for your shooting army.
No. Okay, so that's actually fine. That's not bad. Traitorous Lance, Purge the Foe, 2DP. So we have access to a 2DP Purge in case one of these 1DPs has interesting enough rules that we want to combo them.
Very notably here, none of your 1DPs are Purge the Foe. And I think your only access to Purge the Foe that is exciting is the
Infernal Lance.
So you're probably still going to play Infernal Lance Purge the Foe. But if you aren't doing that for whatever reason, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. So let's see what Bastions of Tyranny does. So friendly Knight Tyrant units attacks target a battle shocked unit, have +1 to hit.
Okay.
We're not starting off strong.
Chaos Knights are all about them battle shocks, below starting strength, starting on turn 2, you're taking them shocks.
Yes. It's not a great way to trigger it, but it is a way. So let's move on. Terror Shade Rookery, Knight Tyrant model only. When this unit is selected to shoot, select one enemy unit within 24 inches of this unit. This enemy unit has +6 detection range until this unit has shot. Okay,
helps.
so another one
more
only
detection
for the
range.
one activation though.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one activation is your big knight. So
Notably,
that's
are
fine.
Knight Tyrants a abhorrent class, or is this only like the Knight?
Knight Tyrant is like the Chaos Castellan.
It's like the Castellan. So
the
this
really
is
big-
quite literally only for the Castellan equivalent.
Yeah.
Okay, that's tough. Hate-filled Dominion, Knight Tyrant model only. This unit can reroll rolls to determine the attacks of a weapon. That's actually a fine upgrade or enhancement.
Yeah, they have such a random number of volcano shots.
Yeah, that's actually kinda
You want to
nice.
make sure that's smooth.
Rune Curse Stronghold, 1 CP. When any phase, when a friendly Knight Tyrant unit suffers a mortal wound, your unit has Feel No Pain 5+ against mortal wounds. This is nice for Knight-based things because they usually die to just like 1,000 cuts and like mortal wounds.
Yeah.
So this is fine.
This is huge for them, honestly.
1 CP Pitless Focus. Oh, sorry, Pitiless. No, it's Pitless. It is actually Pitless Focus. Okay. Your movement phase, when a friendly Knight Tyrant unit is selected to make a fallback move, that Knight Tyrant unit can fall back and shoot.
Okay, also great.
That's
It's
actually a really big
very
deal.
limited in scope of what we're buffing here. It is the Knight Tyrant, but this makes your Knight Tyrant very good. It's kind of a mirror of the Castellan detachment.
Yeah, it is. I like
Yeah.
that. It is pitiless, by the way. I read it again. Intimidating Reminder, 1 CP. Your shooting phase, when a friendly Knight Tyrant unit has shot that Knight Tyrant unit. Select one enemy unit by those attacks. That enemy unit is suppressed until the start of your next command phase. While unit is suppressed, it's -1 hit rolls. That is a good rule. -1 to hit is very strong now.
Yeah, I'm imagining a world where like a Knight Tyrant is staring at 2 rep X's and it fires all of its guns at one, and it fires one random little stubber at another and kills the one, tells the other one it's -1 to hit.
I don't love that this is Knight Tyrants only, but 1 DPs are usually narrow in their scope. So, that's life.
Is what it be.
Next up, we have unique War Dogs, Hunting Warpack. So our base rules can be Scenting Fear. Once per battle round per army in your shooting phase, you can select one visible enemy unit within 12 inches of a friendly War Dog unit. That enemy unit has +6 inch detection range, which is great. This is the good version, not for just one activation.
Okay. The fact that it makes all your War Dogs shoot at a better detection range actually makes this quite good.
Yeah, I do like this because the Meltas are 24, right? So this makes it so you can fire
and,
like
and the
21, so,
Gatlings
like,
I think are 30 or also 24.
They're 24, 30, somewhere around that number. So that is generally helpful for this army.
Yeah.
We have an enhancement, Soul Spore Auspicator. This is an upgrade, Huntsman unit only. This unit's range attacks have +6 inches range. This does not excite me very much because of Hidden itself. However, Huntsman models getting +6 range is baseline good. This is like fine.
Yeah, 6-inch range on your Melta weapons does turn it from a 24-inch Melta or an 18-inch Melta. I think it's 18 goes to 24, which
something
means
like
you get
that.
a 12-inch Melta range, which is nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sure. Snarling Rivalry upgrade. Executioner unit only. This unit's range attack have ignores cover. That's great.
Executioners are the Helvern equivalent. We got autocannons on these bad boys. They love ignores cover. Actually very useful. And they like extra detection range. They're long-range weapons.
Oh wow. Okay, this has a really good strat. This first strat is for insensate bloodthirst. Words are so hard. Fight phase when an enemy unit targets a friendly War Dog unit. 5-up Feel No Pain. This isn't 5-up Feel No Pain more. This is just 5-up Feel No Pain.
It's only fight phase, so it's going to be useful in the matchups where it's useful, like against Michael's Orcs.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be pretty useless against, like, say, the Tau Army Siegs is playing. But, I'll take it.
That's still a good strat.
Yeah.
5-up Feel No Pain and melee. This is good. So Leash of the Masters, 1 CP. Your shooting phase when a friendly War Dog unit has shot that War Dog unit, those attacks do not prevent you from being able to action and shoot.
I like that. Honestly, when you're playing Chaos Knights and you have War Dogs, you use them to do actions because you got nobody else, but you hate not shooting your War Dog. Now you don't choose.
And then the last strat is going to be Stalking Focus, 1 CP. Your opponent's shooting phase when an enemy unit targets a friendly War Dog within range of an objective. That War Dog unit, it's Armor of Contempt.
AOC's a good rule on War Dogs too.
This is actually a pretty good detachment.
Yeah, I don't know that it's going to outclass Purge the Foe Infernal Lance, but if you want to play War Dogs, this is the good way to do it.
So I'm big sad face. This is going to have unique War Dogs. I'm going to imagine the good War Dog detachment in the base codex is going to also have tag War Dogs on it.
See,
and
I don't even mind that as much because I think a good mixture of big knights and small knights
Sure.
is going to be quite nice, and you can just take a 2 DP and add a little War Dog attachment to it, and I think that's nice.
yeah, I like this. So that's a good detachment. Let's move on to the next one. Iconoclast Fiefdom. Your unit can include damned units in your army. See Codex Space Marines.
Oh, we're back to the cultists.
The combined points cost of such units cannot exceed 500. That's a tough.
It's not tough when you're made of cultists.
That's actually true. They're cheap. Friendly damned units are allowed to re-roll leadership rolls.
That's actually quite good for cultists. They hate being battle shocked, and they're often battle shocked.
Isn't there a Chaos Knight detachment that like you eat cultists for buffs?
That is this one, but it's been reworked into a 1 DP.
Oh, they killed it. I see. I see. Okay. All right. So enhancement. Cruel Lashmaster the Aura, Chaos Knights model only, while a friendly damned unit is within 6 inches of this model. When that unit is selected to make a normal, advance, or fallback move, that unit has +2 movement in inches until the end of the phase.
It turns your Chaos Knight into a cultist speed buff, which is fine, kind of useless, fine.
I mean, it's like you have this roll on Magnus, which is like kind of good, honestly. When you ran your moving random idiots
around, it's a lot different than moving 10 cultists that are just trying to stay on your expansion around.
Well, sometimes it's hard to get there.
It's not. Though.
Sometimes it could be. Okay, sometimes it could be hard.
It can be. It can be.
You never know. Okay?
You never know.
So Iconoclast Idol, another aura. Chaos Knights model only, while a friendly damn unit is within 6 inches of this model. You can target that unit with the heroic intervention stratagem that from Idols and CP.
You never know when you're trying to heroic your cultist to save the day. Drown the objective in OC from the cultist.
You know how we were like 3 for 3 earlier? I think we're 0 for 3 right now.
Okay, I will say 1 DP access cultist is a rule Chaos Knights cares about. They do need trash.
I can hear that.
Yeah.
So Avenge the Masters, 1 CP. Any phase on a friendly Chaos Knight unit is destroyed by an enemy unit. That enemy unit. Friendly damned units that target the marked unit have lethal hits. Rise up cultist.
We are 0 for 3 right now. We're 0 for 4. Well, I'm going to say we're 1 for 4 because the taking cultist is a good one.
I'll take 0.5 for 4.
0.5 for 4. Okay.
Next strat, Dark Sacrifice. 1 CP your command phase. 1 friendly damn unit, excluding accursed cultist units, within 9 inches of a friendly Chaos Knights model. Select 1 Chaos Knight model within 9 inches of your unit and roll D3 plus 3. Your damned... Okay.
Wait. I cooked just now. I've stirred up a new meal.
Okay.
Take ACDC, like a nice fat brick, like a full max accursed cultist with your dirt commune. It's gonna get access to +2 move from the Cruel Lashmaster and lethal hits
And advance and charge.
and +1 hit, +1 move.
You made fun of me. I told you never know when you'd need +2 move.
You're right.
You just found it out.
Well, you didn't give this as your example point in the moment.
You're the cook.
That's right. Respect the chef.
So anyway, the D3 plus 3 mortals is going to go on your damned unit, and your Chaos Knight's going to heal that much. That is actually not bad for a strat, especially since this is just any Chaos Knight model at all. So you can heal it on big knights, you can heal it on whatever. That's cool.
Okay, yeah. We like healing.
Yeah, I like healing. That's actually just a perfectly fine strat. The last one is going to be Coursing Thralls, 1 CP, start of your shooting phase, 1 friendly damn unit, select 1 enemy visible unit within 12 inches of that unit. That enemy is hunted. While it is hunted, the unit has +6 inch detection range. That's fine.
That's fine.
You're not playing this. No. Okay, let me clarify. You might literally take this because it's disposition and it has cultists or something along those lines. But like, that's a hard maybe.
I mean, if you're playing like Lords of Dread, which I believe is 2, and that just buffs your big knights, and your big knights do want little things.
I think it was Taken Hold too.
Do it. Yeah, you could play if it was Taken Hold. Lords of Dread Taken Hold.
Lords of Dread is it's priority. Well, you do.
Okay.
You still.
I think you can play as priority because you really don't mind doing actions with big knights, and then you have cultists to like screen and do chump jobs. It's not the worst.
And then I'm gonna peek down at the FAQ because I think Chaos Knights had a -1 to hit in the shooting phase ability, and I'm imagining a world that did not get to stay and
-1 to hit in melee coming right up.
It probably hold on. I have to go through every Forge World model. It's changed. Harbingers of Dread Darkness ability has changed to stealth.
It's changed to stealth, so you just always benefit from cover.
You just always benefit from cover.
And that's nice on your knights because your knights sometimes do want to just stay in the open, not behind obscured.
So. This didn't make me feel lots of excitement about
this.
Chaos
Made
Knights.
me feel like Chaos Knights can play Purge the Foe with their triple despoiler like they have since the day 1 of the Codex, and maybe, just maybe, you might see someone try to run a War Dog.
Yeah. I am interested in that little recon detachment. So I do think the Lords of Dread plus the Hunting War Pack and take it in priority, like maybe, is an army.
Right.
That's the only thing that's like really standing out to me in this moment, though.
Yeah, I don't know how you build Chaos Knights very differently.
Or Hound Pack Lance with recon. I don't know if that actually would work with 13 War Dogs, but it's like worth a try, right? So let's go to our favorite army, Chaos Demons.
Chaos demons.
Now, notably, me and Nick love Chaos Demons.
That's right.
We love demons. So we have, hopefully, some exciting stuff here. The first one is going to be Cavalcade of Chaos. That's that mounted detachment.
I love the mounted one.
Disruption,
Okay,
1
that's
DP.
fine.
Lords of the Warp, Purge the Foe, 1 DP.
Now this is your garbage detachment, if I
Detachment
remember. But it is Purge the Foe, so 1 DP Purge the Foe is a power on its own.
Especially when you have an army that has giant greater demons.
Yeah,
Right?
for sure.
Warp Tide, Recon, 1 DP.
You know, your boy loves some recon.
I think that's good.
I think that's good.
Getting access to Recon is nice, and it makes sense in that detachment. So let's go through the rest now. Blood Legion, Purge the Foe, 2 DP.
Okay, Corn purging the foe makes perfect sense. I'm not big on Blood Legion, even with the new engagement rule changes and the blood surging, and I don't think it's that good.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about that. Demonic Incursion, Disruption, 3 DP.
I actually hate this. So,
Straight to the heart.
man, if this could have played as like Purge the Foe. I don't know.
Or Taken Hold.
Or Taken Hold, like-
So you know how we were just talking about with like Knights, we're like, oh, well, their big guys don't really care, because
Yeah,
they can do actions. My Great Unclean One can't shoot an action.
No, it cannot. And if he gets engaged, he's just never going to do an action again. Ever.
So this makes you want to take a bunch of little teleporting deep strike guys to do the actions, but that's not what Incursion does.
Right. You can support that with Incursion by doing like 6-inch deep strikes on like a random beast of Nurgle to get in the spot to do the action, but you're like leaving all of your value at home and not buffing anything that matters just to score 2 points.
Yeah. I'm not hyped about Incursion right now.
I want Incursion to be good. I love it. It's my favorite of the demon detachments, but I'm not seeing it just yet.
So Demonic Incursion is Disruption and it's 3D. Legion of Excess is Priority Assets in 2DP.
Legion of Excess, in my opinion, still trash because they nerfed it so hard that it got forgotten.
Yeah, you'd have to combo this with Warp Tide and make it Recon. Or you have to go Lords of the Warp and make it Purge and just take like 4
Dude,
keepers.
I don't think an army of 60 demonettes running around, advancing and charging is going to do anything.
I'm trying.
I appreciate
I'm trying for our poor Slanesh brethren, okay?
Look.
They were eating good and then they have been starved for
Some
a
of
long
them
time
are
now.
even our sister. And
All right, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Be exclusive.
It's 2026. That's right. Next up, we have Plague Legion. Taking hold. 2DP.
Now we're cooking with the sauce. Nurgle's got his cauldron. We got Taken Hold, Battle Shocks, Plague Legion, 2DP. Stack it with the mounted or the battle line. Both of them are good. Insane.
Yeah, I like that quite a bit. I think that being Taken Hold is going to be really strong.
Advancing and charging Plague Bearers, Battle Shocking you. Never concern yourself with an action because you're just standing there.
I can't remember that strat for Plague Legion that adds 6 inches to their move. Is that like instead of an advance or instead of a normal move? Or can I
you
move?
make a normal move that's 10 inches.
Okay, got it. I wasn't sure if I could do that and advance and charge and do it. Okay, can't.
Wouldn't
do
that be cool?
That would be cool. Scintillating Legion, Priority Assets, 2DP.
Scintillating Legion Purge.
First of all, yeah. So notably, what you're going to do here, guys, is you're not going to play Priority Assets. You're not going to do that. You are going to combo this with Lords of the Warp and play Purge the Foe and take all your birds.
Ever seen a Purge the Foe army? That's Bellicor, Fate Weaver, 3 Lords of Change, and the Imprints. We're showing you that this week in the War Room.
Yeah, we are showing you that this week in the War Room.
One of
actually.
these weeks in the War Room.
Some week in the War Room.
There's a lot
You'll
of
get to see that.
content.
Next up, we have Shadow Legion, Purge the Foe, 2DP.
Whoa.
2DP?
Whoa.
2DP?
Okay, so Shadow Legion, super spicy at 2DP because it passive buffs all of your units. It gives your Slanesh stuff Overwatch, your Corn stuff Advance and Charge, your Zine stuff -1 to hit, and your Nurgle stuff -1 to wound from Strength Greater. You also get the best version of Bellicor, and you get Chaos Space for units, admittedly not the Defiler. But you can take things like some up and down and Chaos Lord Legionnaires or Chosen or Warp Talons or lots of things.
You honestly can also just take a mono demon army and it's fine.
You can also take a mono demon army and it's fine. Or just splash some cultists because that's good too. And as Purge the Foe, you could ally this to the Cavalcade or the Advancing and Charging Battle Line one. And honestly, I'm sauced about 18 Blood Crushers with fall back and advance and charge. Playing Thunderwolves out here.
Yeah, it's really strong. Unfortunately, our poor friend Slimix is an epic hero. And he cannot be played in Shadow Legion.
Pour one out for all of the epic heroes.
It really is actually really heartbreaking because the Slimex Beast of Nurgle unit,
It's so good.
it's -1 tough. It's -1 to wound if strength higher than toughness, I think, for Shadow Legion for the Nurgle buff.
Yeah.
And then it could fall back and charge.
Yeah. Michael, you're putting the cart before the horse. We got that detachment.
I know.
You get your heartbroken crap out of here. This is good. Shadow Legion 2DP purchase. That is good.
I'm just sad about Slimex.
I know you're sad about Slimex.
I'm sad about Slimex.
You've never even played Slimex. Get out of here.
I've never played Slimex.
You forgot demons.
Oh man, you don't even know. You don't even know, dude. I was playing Slimex in the Index with 2 Beasts of Nurgle. I was. Now, let me clarify. I tested it a lot. It never made it to a tournament. But I did play it. I own the model. It's in my box.
I'm so
Do you
impressed
have the
by
model?
your mad skills.
Do you have
Yeah,
it?
who do you think invented Slimex?
You invented
Get out of here.
Slimex.
Be gone, you child.
Yeah, anyway, so let's get to the actual detachments now. Do. I'm opening the Chaos Demon faction pack.
Okay, what do we got? What do we got? Is it the Cavalcade first? That's what I want to talk about. My 18 Blood Crushers.
Hold on, they put this faction pack in the strangest way.
You're going to have to scroll really far in this
Why
one.
is the Chaos Demon faction pack 151 pages?
I'll tell you why. Because we're not good enough for a codex, so that way we have an index, and that's where everything is.
All right, what page is it?
120.
It's 120. Okay. I need a moment.
Do.
Why is it 151 pages? It's loading.
Yeah, it's because you broke it with
Guys,
the
we upload
slowness.
videos. This internet should be faster.
We're doing it. We're live right now on the internet.
I'm trying. Okay, I'm gonna read it off our other screen while this loads. So we have Cavalcade of Chaos. It is an unholy avalanche. It's a friendly Legion's Demonica mounted unit. It made a fallback move this turn. It can shoot or charge.
Okay. Blood Crushers, folks, have been begging for fallback, shoot, and charge for decades. They don't really care about the shooting part, but for decades. And you know what? Now they finally got it. And you can even give them advance and charge with Shadow Legion. And Sorticulus Slimex is a mounted unit, so of course the Beast and Nurgle combo. And all of our chariots.
Mm-hmm. Burning Chariot actually likes this quite a lot. Burning Chariot really likes this.
You could take the Fate Skimmer, join it to 6 Screamers. Now they are mounted. They fall back and charge. Screamers like to fall back and charge.
You can get lethals.
Your horse-mounted Seekers.
They're not on horses.
Okay, they are horse-like.
They're on like lizard tongue thing. They're anteaters, actually.
Are you a biologist? Yeah.
You know this. Unironically, yes. Yes, I was.
Okay, well, I want to see your demon biology degree.
One day I need to explain my whole career path to the stream. I'll have to do that one day.
That could be a short. So.
Could be a short. So let's get into the enhancements. So Apocalyptic Steeds is an upgrade. So Legion's Demonic mounted unit only. This unit has +1 inch move.
That's fine.
Why doesn't this say 2?
Why? Lots of questions, no answers. That's fine.
This should say 2. Soul Shattering Charge, Legion's Demonica mounted unit only. When this unit is selected to fight, this unit made a charge move. Oh, sorry. If this unit made a charge move this turn, you can use this ability. If you do, when determining models in the unit that can fight, friendly models that are within 3 inches of enemy units can fight instead. So this is really important because units like Blood Crushers, they really use the base-to-base fighting in 10th edition, but that is now gone, so it has to be 2 inches.
Yeah.
And Blood Crushers are on these big hot dog bases, so it can be really difficult to fight.
Yeah, even for Seekers. Like, if you can run a 10-man Seeker, you're never going to get them all fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a nice rule. I'm not sure if you're going to go out of your way for it. If it's cheap, why not?
I'll be honest, the Blood Crushers are more about just like
Charge
existing.
models.
Yeah.
I'm here. My 2 little bloodletter attacks weren't going to do anything
Yeah.
anyway. I don't care.
They're just tough, good OC that are on the objective. So 1 CP from Beyond the Veil. End of the movement phase from the start of the battle, comma. End of the movement phase, comma, from the start of the... Okay, whatever.
That is a rule. That's
Okay,
a line.
1 friendly Legion's Demonica mounted unit in strategic reserves. Your unit can make an ingress move. So this is double rapid ingress.
Yes, you can use regular rapid ingress from your core rulebook stratagem on, say, your Scarbrand or whatever, and then you can rapid ingress from Beyond the Veil with your Blood Crushers at the same time.
Double rapiding is really good.
That is
it's really
very
good because occasionally demons really like having stuff in reserves between uppy downies or like just starting off the table in general. And sometimes you have to be like, oh, I only can put like 1 unit down, so I have to deep strike this turn and like it. But you can just pay a CP for full information.
Or sometimes you just have more than one good rapid option. Like a lot of times I find myself where I want to rapid Celesky to attack a backfield, but I also want to rapid something of substance to go fight the front lines.
Yeah, I think this is baseline good. So, Warp Riders, 1 CP. Your movement phase when a friendly Legion's Demonica mounted unit is selected to move. That Legion's Demonica mounted unit has mobile.
Crushers move through walls.
Yeah, this is, I like this for especially the awkward, once again, dense terrain features that are sometimes near the middle of the table. Your Blood Rider can just run over them.
Yeah, very nice.
And then 1 CP, Inescapable Manifestations. So, your opponent's movement phase, when a unit is selected to make a fallback move, if the unit is engaged with a friendly Legion's Demonica mounted unit, when they make that fallback move, they have to make Desperate Escape test, and if you're Battle Shocked, -1 to those hazard rolls. Once again, this rule used to be really good. It's not very good anymore in 11th edition. It's just
pretty mid.
You'll have to use this in a very specific circumstance.
I mean, demons are an army that's going to cause you to be battle shocked more often than others, so you might get the extra -1, and on 1, 2s, and 3s they take mortals. That can be good, especially into like guardsmen and stuff like that.
Yeah. So the big thing here is the detachment rule and the double rapid.
Right.
Those are honestly only the 2 rules you care about, but those rules are so good.
They're so good that they open up how these units play. Because mounted units are just across the board terrible. Like they don't benefit from hidden. They move around walls, not through walls. They're generally big.
Yeah.
So giving them real buffs is necessary.
Yeah, it's a huge deal. So I like this actually quite a bit. Lords of the Warp. So friendly Legions Demonica character models only, excluding monsters, have +1 leadership and OC.
Okay. Excluding monsters makes this actually useless.
It is useless. It also, this attachment, it's like a slap in the face. They couldn't come up with a second enhancement for this attachment.
Dude,
They really couldn't come up with a second enhancement for this attachment.
Michael, as a demon player, we need to be excited that we're still here. That's all. That's all we got. We have a 150-page faction pack. Right. Who else can say that? Maybe Space Marines.
I'm hearing it. Swollen with power. Legion's Demonica character model only, excluding monster units. This model has +2 wounds.
Dude, my 6-1 Poxbringer is going to shame you. Moving on.
1 CP, Carnival of Excess. Okay, so notably, I see. We have 4 strats for each god. So we had to give up an enhancement.
We were remembered in our own way.
We were remembered in our own probably not great way. Let's find out. So 1 CP Carnival of Excess fight phase when an enemy unit is fought. 1 friendly Legion's Demonica character Slanesh unit that has not been selected to fight gains. They have fight first now, which means they can, and they have to be the next unit to fight. It's 1 CP interrupt, guys.
Okay.
On Legion's Demonica characters Slanesh excluding monsters. So that is a Transweaver with 10 demonettes.
No, it's not.
Oh my God. Are you going to do this through the stupid help?
Gave them fight first. This is your Torment Bringer riding chariot. Your Torment Bringer riding chariot, it can be +2 wounds and fight first for 1 CP. Everyone knows about the Torment Bringer meta. Staple this on.
There was a Torment Bringer meta that did exist, guys, not too long ago. Call to Murder, 1 CP. Fight phase when a friendly Legion Demonica Corn unit, excluding monster units, made a charge move that is selected to fight. You get +1 attack.
+1 attack, Bloodletters, good rule.
Would it have been that bad if my Bloodletters got 1 attack for 1 CP?
No, but this is the theme.
Right. Right, I'm hearing you. Bilious Blessings. Start of your shooting phase. We're hitting Nurgle character units this time, excluding monster units. Select 1 invisible enemy unit with an dangerous unit. Grenade them. Sorry, throw explosives at them.
Grenade for Nurgle, yay. That's useful. Demons actually do not have the grenade keyword on anybody because we don't got pockets, so this helps. That's why. That is why, Michael. I also would carry their grenades.
1 CP Skirling Magics. Your shooting phase when a friendly Legion Demonica character's unit, excluding monster unit, is selected to shoot. You get lethals.
Everybody loves the horrors with lethal hits combo.
Lethal hits on horror. Or flamers, which auto hit.
Okay. This detachment says 1 DP.
Purge the foe.
And that is very useful for Scintillating Legion and Birds, or anybody that wants to just play Purge the Foe. You can run Shalaxian Triple Keeper, Purge the Foe. That's an option that you have access to, and that is useful.
Yeah.
Is it a shame that you run all these big monster characters and can't use any of the character monster buffs on them? Yes. Yes, it is.
Let me clarify. Mid buffs. They're not even crazy. It's not even like your corn unit battling. You just +2 strength, +1 attack.
If my great unclean one threw explosives at you, the game might break, and we cannot risk that. Defilers can't survive.
All right, let's go to the last one. Warp Tide. This one's actually cool. So, friendly Legions of Monica battle line unit make an advance move. They get assault and they can charge.
And it's reconnaissance.
And it's recon. Enhancement. Bane. Okay.
Advance and charge. We're just gonna gloss over that like it's not insane. Advance and charge on all your infantry.
It is good. Okay, so the big things here are you can use it with Plague Legion with your Plague Bears.
Yep,
That's good.
You can use it on your move 8 Bloodletters.
The only thing that's a little awkward is that the for Shadow Legion specifically, they already get advance and charge on the Bloodletters, which is generally what you want to advance and charge. So the combo there might have like a little bit of anti-synergy or something along those lines. The big thing I'm looking at this is really Plague Legion.
I agree. I think Plague Legion makes a good one here. If you were to play Blood Legion, I think this would help you.
I would agree.
If you were to play Legion of Excess, I think this would help you.
The assault is irrelevant.
Don't play Scintillating Legion to give your horrors assault.
Yeah.
That's not what we're doing.
That's not what we're doing here. That's not what we're doing here. But the advance and charge is actually quite good. Next up, we have the enhancement, Bane Forged Weapons. Legion Demonica battle line unit get +1 strength. This is an upgrade, so you can put this on a unit. This is really good on Bloodletters. Demonettes go to strength
5.
Strength 5, which is actually also
Yeah,
quite
this
nice.
is good on both of those units. I mean, technically, is also good on like the
My
others,
pinks can be
but
strength 4.
the pink melee meta. And then we have 1 CP when you target this unit with Heroic Intervention or Overwatch. You get
-1 CP.
-1 CP. That's
So this needs to be cheap. This is actually is a good rule. However, like you have to have it in a specific place and it's on battle line. Right. So like the actual using of this would be incredibly awkward. What would be cool with this is I'm thinking of like a Skull Taker unit with 10 Bloodletters and you give the Bloodletter unit the upgrade because Epic Hero units can get upgrades, right?
Yeah.
But they can't get enhancements. So this would work for them. And then all of a sudden you can Skull Taker Heroic for free. That would be good. Like that is baseline actually a good thing you can do with that.
I think you're probably just going to take the +1 strength and move on with your life unless this is like 5 points.
That's actually true. Actually, I probably would actually just rather have the +1 strength. Even then, like the whole combo. I just
Strength, you're going to
explained.
get and strength 6 Bloodletters cracks the strength 10 breakpoint, wounds T3 on 2s, wounds T5 on 3s. Super relevant.
It's relevant for the Rendmaster buffs too.
Yeah.
So next up we have Demonic Infestation. 1 CP, your command phase, 1 friendly Legion's Demonica battle line unit, excluding pink cores, your unit heals 3 wounds.
Okay, heal 3 is objectively really good right now because you're bringing back 3 models. Unfortunately, it's not bringing back 3 Plague Bears, it's 3 wounds of Plague Bears, but I'll take it.
Yeah, excluding pink cores.
Makes it not insane.
As much as I'm sad about it, well, that had to happen.
Right.
That had to happen, guys. We can't be Battle Shock healing pink cores and healing flat 3 pink cores and making immortal pink cores with Flux Masters. Not allowed. Not allowed. Soul Thing, start your shooting phase. 1 friendly Legion's Demonica battle line unit. Select 1 enemy unit within 12 inches of your unit. Enemy unit has +6 inch detection range.
Demons don't shoot.
They unless you're birds, and you're not taking this detachment because your birds wants to take Purge Foe.
Yeah.
So, yep, doesn't work. Incorporeal Entities, 1 CP. Your opponent's shooting phase on enemy unit targets a friendly Legion's Demonica battle line unit. -1 to wound if strength higher than toughness.
Useful.
This is really good on Plague Bears.
Really good on Plague Bears.
Really good
I
on
would
Plague
say
Bears.
honestly useful on playing cars as well.
This is useful on pink cores because anything that makes pink cores slightly tougher is always a really good thing. I do think this detachment is actually pretty good. I think you can combo the Plague Legion rules with your Plague Bears and take this detachment, and you actually have a pretty good army.
It's also your only way of accessing reconnaissance, which, you know, it seems to be like most of the factions don't give you a lot of access to recon. So if recon ends up being like a pretty strong disposition, or you're trying to fill out your team with that, then that could be pretty cool.
And then the other thing is Shadow Legion can technically take this. Our impression off the rip is that you're going to be more interested in the mounted detachment because the Crushers are generally pretty good. Ren Masters are also really good in Shadow Legion, right?
Yeah.
I think that's pretty good. If you don't like that, though, you would probably take this detachment instead.
And then you only have 1 3DP option as demons, which is Incursion. And I am not convinced that's the truth.
I'm really happy. I have played an unbelievable amount of Incursion. I love Incursion. I think Incursion is actually a really strong detachment, but they really priority assets is just not it.
It's not it.
It's just not
Not
it.
man.
You can't.
It's disruption.
Oh, sorry, it's disruption. That's even. Is that? I don't know. Maybe that's better. It sucks.
I think
anyway.
disruption has some matchups, like disruption into recon, for example, where you are asked to do a ton of actions repeatedly, and I just do not want my Incursion army doing that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna check if the Shadow Legion Zinch rule changed and that they're not -1 to hit anymore.
Oh, it probably is like stealth or -1 to hit and melee, something to that effect.
Why is there's so many data sheets in this world?
Yeah.
Oh wait, is there not an FAQ section for this?
There is. It's on 130.
Right. Right. No, it's just an FAQ. It's not
That's all the updates are. They are just FAQs.
Oh, I'm just delusional. Okay.
Yeah.
So
You're looking for the color red that doesn't exist.
Oh, so wait. Did Shadow Legion keep its -1 to hit?
Maybe it did. Maybe we're gonna have a 60 pink horn Shadow Legion meta. -2 to hit pinks.
If Shadow Legion kept its -1 hit on Zeech units, that's a really big deal. That is like a
Give
really,
them all
really big
advance
deal.
and charge too. Why not?
Man, that's good. That's an alternate way to play Shadow
That is
Legion.
an alternate way to play the Shadow Legion. That isn't 18 Blood Crushers. Or you could do both and just not take advance and charge pinks. Anyway, there's a lot of builds with all these 1DPs and combos and new FAQs and new rules. Lots of things to discuss and discover.
Yeah, I would say I was generally pretty excited about the Demons here. Yeah, I think we can do our super chats now.
Let's do some super chatting. We got so many wonderful super chats, so many war room members.
Oh my
Holy
god, we have
crap.
so many war members.
Thank you so much,
Yeah.
everybody, for joining the war room during this live stream. Holy crap!
Oh my
You're
goodness,
all
there's so many good.
welcome.
Yeah. All right, so let's start off with our first super chat. Daniel Hammond, 4022, member for 6 months. Thank you. Love the content. Happy the Shadow Legion's only 2 detachment points. So are we. Can't wait to test with the new detachments.
Me
so,
too.
Yeah, so are we.
But now I was forbidding myself from thinking of the possibility of -2 to hit pinks, but you know it's here.
Yeah, I really cannot believe that's actually not gone. That's kind of nuts. Okay, so Nurgle's stinkiest boy, $2. Plague plus Warp Tide ×2 move, advance and a charge, Plague Bears plus Sloppy. Yeah, agreed. I think that's a really good build.
Yeah, you can't actually use the +5 move strat with advance and charge because it does demand it to be a normal move, but you can make Plague Bears go very fast.
Yeah, that would have been cool if we could have done that, but they took that away from us. Tricus Solar, 9862, $5. The greatest assassin in the galaxy continues to live. All hail Sloppity.
Sloppity!
Okay, he really is actually the greatest. Was it Canker Blight?
Canker, but dude, my favorite game ever, whereas I killed 3 Custodies jet bikes with Canker Blight. It's like the most value kill you can get in Warhammer off of it.
That's actually insane.
It was a beautiful.
Even more war memberships. Thank you so much, guys. There are so many of them, or else we'd read the ball out.
You guys are absolutely the best.
Next up, we have Jeremiah Felding, 283, member for 1 month. What disposition do you think the best for a Space Wolves Terminator Bruiser archetype? I'm thinking Taken Hold of Purge. Absolutely, I think it's Taken Hold. So Purge is really good when you want to go out and touch your opponent, right? However, Space Wolf Terminators can when they have access to advance and charge, but Space Wolves as a baseline don't have a great amount of access to advance and charge army wide or anything along those lines. However, taking hold and set on the objectives and holding up heroic intervention, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. So I think if you want to go for that Berserker archetype, Taken Hold is going to be one of the better ways that you can absolutely do that. Next up, we have Cursor 1283, member for 9 months. Thank you very much. Plague Legions, time to rise with the Battle Talk changes and Warp Tide. Also, finally, Nurglings can go through walls.
Plague Legion
did they change?
on the rise.
Did they change Swarms? Swarms can go through walls now?
Yeah, Swarms goes through walls.
Oh my god! It was also always so silly they never could.
Plague Legion was like close as an army, and now that Swarms go through walls, everything's better.
I think it's a really big deal. Yeah. Big mega thumbs up, right? Next up, we have Commodore 6342. Thank you for the super chat, $5. Pair Taliban with Paragons. Turn to Deep Strike a Termi unit 8 inches away with 9 to Contagion, Aura, and Guo, and Radi, then Deep Strike 6 inches away. Yes, actually, that does actually work.
You can do quite a
because
cool
you,
Deep Strike 6
that's right,
army.
because for that enhancement, the Death Guard unit makes it so that Nurgle demons can 6-inch Deep Strike if they land in the Aura or whatever it is. Yeah, that's actually quite good. I think with Paragons, that's actually kind of a cool combo I didn't think of.
Yeah, very cool. There's so many cool combos.
There's so many cool combos.
It's
List building creativity is back, guys. It's back. It's back. It's so exciting. Next up, we have TRC1293, $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Can you explain how choosing the mission works if you have 2 detachments with different force disposition, which takes priority? It's a little confusing. So neither one is technically going to take priority. You actually get to choose which disposition you would like to play with. So if you have access to, say, Taken Hold and priority assets, you can build your army to either one of those. And then in list building, you'll say, this is a Taken Hold army or this is a priority assets army. So it's whatever you want it to be.
And this is why you're hearing us talk about how 1DP detachments that aren't very good but have access to a powerful disposition can still provide a lot of value to your faction.
100%. Next up, we have Mark and Friends 4099. So if I take 2 detachments and one of them is Purge Foes, does that mean I can instead take the other one? That is 100% correct.
I like that those 2 questions were right
They
next
were
to each
back
other.
to back. Yeah,
That's great.
exactly. Clarion, Carry On, $1 super chat. Thank you very much.
Appreciate you.
And then to Carry On, thank you once again for a $5 super chat. Pinks and Scintillating with Battle Line Detachment and Enhancement / Flexmaster makes them -2 to hit. Pyro, then 2 Strength 9 Assault, shooting menace. Okay, that is actually very funny that you actually can get to strength.
Pinks can get to strength 9.
Because you take the upgrade to make their little flame shots
They
strength
start at
5.
strength 4. They go to strength 5.
And then you use Pyro, +3 strength, +1
Strength
HP.
8, and then Lord change for strength 9.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to start thinking about the pink. Pink horror gun line coming in.
So
It's still on 4s, right?
they hit on 3s.
On 3. Oh,
They hit on
pink
3s.
horror
Yeah.
gun line
I think
coming in.
I think blues and brims hit on
Probably
4s.
psychic attacks too. They probably hit on 3s always.
They are psychic, actually. Yes, they are. They are psychic. They
Straight
are.
9. Oh,
These-
man.
yeah.
2 attacks each. Ooh.
Next up, we have Brian. Gotcha. $5 super chat. Death Shroud, Deep Strike rule removed in your movement phase, so you can now rapid 6 inches away. That is a very relevant change in the FAQ section. Wow.
Whoa, 6-inch rapid is a game changer.
That is a really big game changer.
Because
For
then you
anyone.
also open up really good, easy, heroic rapid plays too.
And hidden.
And hidden. Well, how does hidden matter?
So you can get even closer and still abuse hidden, right? So like the building,
true,
for instance,
true.
the ruins are really big. So 6
Right.
inches means like sometimes you can just like, it's kind of, you can
Yeah,
mess up screening the
With
building.
hidden, you can deep strike into a ruin, benefit from hidden, and then not get shot by stuff that you would otherwise.
Yeah.
Very
So
strong.
it helps you really like get close in on
And
this.
it's a nice alternative because you'd be rolling 7-inch charges with your 6-inch deep strike, which anyone who's played Warhammer long enough knows that's not real.
Oh, that is a big change for them.
Rapid 6 away, walk 4, and 3-inch charge. That's
Yeah,
sounds a
because
lot
you
better.
can't give them 5-inch deep strike to give it a
No,
6 strike.
no,
You
you're-
can't.
you're 7.
You can't do
You're
that.
just 7,
Yeah, you
you're
can't.
7
You
out
can't do that. Okay, so Mean Raccoon CLP 2500, whatever that currency is. Thank you very much. That's right, Chilean pesos. I'm
Hey, people from Chile.
I'm gonna remember that one day, Tucker. So are custodies getting their own article? The end of the article is weirdly written, unless the writer forgot about custodies when writing that paragraph. I'm going to assume they're in the Imperium section, which is the last one we don't have yet, right? Because we've done Space Marines, we've done Xenos, we've done Chaos. So I imagine Imperium is tomorrow. Oh yeah, I see. We got the faction left covering the. They did just forget to put custodies. Even though custodies, okay, that's actually really funny because they do say the lie, and all other Imperial armies that aren't clad in 8-foot tall suits of power armor, custodies it's still technically power armor. It's big. I guess they're even bigger than 8-foot tall. They're like 10 foot tall. They're 9 foot tall. Whatever.
I'm going to go with Games Workshop forgot about their custodies, and if they put out rules about custodies, we'll review them.
Yeah. Next up, we have Karate Path, 5 European currencies. Thank you. Zinch gives stealth now. It's not indexed on dock, but it is there. I feel down by CSM. No.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Don't do this to me.
It's okay.
Oh, they changed it in the. It's in the detachment itself.
That makes a lot of sense. That's okay. It's no big deal. Demons are still good. It's fine.
It's fine actually. That was going to be broken, so I am glad that they changed that because you were not allowed to be -2 to hit. I think it's all the way at the top. Tucker and Stare. It's in like the worst place possible. So okay, that's okay. That's all right. That's fine. Next up, Slanesh Palace, $5 super chat. Well, us Slanesh players love pain. Legion of Excess plus Warp Tide. How do we feel about Seductive Gambit now? Fights versus not as strong. I feel a lot worse about it.
You feel, actually, it's
Actually, no,
technically
it's the
better.
opposite. It's
is
the opposite.
better. It is
Yeah.
better.
Because you don't gain fights first. You lose fights first.
You
on turn.
lose fights first, so you do a bunch of charges in your own turn. You engage the enemy in like 4, 5, 6 places, whatever, and you say nobody's counts as charging because you want to make use of your seductive gambit.
Yep.
And then you, as the active player, do get to start the first fight off. So it's actually just a buff. Now, do I think this is enough to move the needle on the Slanesh demons? No, not at all. But it does help us.
And then Tucker has found it on the Shadow Legion. It is changed to stealth now. Good.
What are you talking about?
Oh, but melee is -1 to hit.
What are you talking about?
The Shadow
pink,
Legion
the pink
change.
horrors. Oh, okay.
The Shadow Legion
This is
change.
the
Shadow Legion
change
change.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
The context was lost because the jumping around.
Well,
you know.
you showed me the screen, so my ADHD brain looked at the screen.
It's okay.
So, Slanesh, yeah, it's fine. So the fact that you get to do the fights first stuff is better now. It's just a buff. I'm not convinced though that Selective Gamble without the full rolls it used to be is still going to be strong enough, unfortunately, because all the good armies just reroll everything.
Yeah.
And your roll ones is fine. So next up, we have Paranel Manter, $2 super chat. Please provide the sim list. Well, when points are live, we will talk about lists.
There's going to be some Lords of Changes and some other stuff in there.
There could be some other stuff, but a lot of Lords of Change, I'll tell you that. So next up, we have Tricast Solar, 98625 $5 super chat. Sloppity, Pox, Magma, Lords of the Warp, Poxbringer does D3 mortals and a battle test. Enemy fails, lose a model, then throw a D7 grenade, then a sloppy Battleshock sauce. That is actually kind of good.
There's a lot of mortals you can throw around with demons. Play Legion plus Battle Shocks. They have all the Play Legion endless amount of mortals, and you have the grenade strat. Add 18 Blood Crushers. Do more mortals. Why not?
Yeah, I think it's good. And I think that wraps us up for the day, guys.
That's everything.
That was a lot of information. My goodness.
Well, we covered 6 factions and then the best faction in the game, Demons, right after that.
Yeah,
so,
that's right. That's right.
Thanks so much for staying with us during all of those wonderful faction pack reviews. I'm sure there's combos we haven't talked about or thought of. We're really excited to hear about what your combos and you're excited about are. So please leave a comment telling us what you are excited about to play in 11th edition. And if you want to check out even more 11th edition content, subscribe to the channel, like the video. It helps us grow. And also, we're doing content every single day here on YouTube for your viewing pleasure. Plus, in the war room right now, we have got a slew of videos releasing. Every single faction, and we didn't forget Custodes, gets their own adapting to 11th video this week, followed by sample lists and detachment reviews next week. And we've got games going with 11th edition rules. So as you uncover your 11th edition play styles and stuff, check out how to learn the game, become your best in the war room.
And thank you so much, guys, for watching. And we're going to see you next time. Bye now.